You're working?
Delicious. It smells like Taco Bell.
Because I brought Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. I was like, it smells fucking so much like Taco Bell.
Good morning.
Number one.
That's loud.
This one has a boom arm now. I suppose you can move it.
Loud, loud.
Either way.
Well, I want a good chair.
What's happening?
Wait, is D coming?
I don't think so. Not
Probably
that-
no. He said he had to get up at 6 a.m. for a photo shoot. I'm the one they call Biggz, sitting across from me.
I'm called Tiny.
That's Duce, and also
Patrice.
here today.
You
That's
get to
not
be-
the D.
If you're Biggz, I want to be Wedge.
you can, that way you don't have to hold. There you go.
That is not the D. We're moving around a little bit. We're playing musical chairs. Let me fix our names on here.
Musical mics.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's what's on.
God, I wish it was easier to move shit around on Streamlabs when you're setting shit up. Kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, but you know.
I need some wheel locks.
There he is. There. Now we're updated. Now we're good.
Nifty.
I'm gonna readjust Josh's camera over there because he's way out there in right field. You don't even have to do that, bro. It's like the beautiful thing about technology when it works.
It works well.
I can center you pretty good. Shawn, how you feeling about that? You want to be zoomed in a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
It is a holiday today.
Shit.
Oh shit! I
Is it
shouldn't be
National
here.
DJ Day?
You should be here, actually.
I shouldn't. It's National Mega Day. I need to go and represent for all MLK. And,
You should be here
extra.
extra. Yeah, absolutely.
On that note, I'm going to go get some Popeyes after this.
Some
National
watermelon.
MLK Day. If they don't have a discount, nigga, I'm angry.
Oh boy.
Better have a free biscuit or something.
So chat is already rolling. Holy crap. I did Unicorn said, what's up, crew? Armed Bernice said, good evening. You visited me, so I figured I'd visit you. We appreciate that. The sky is up, but not jump. I did Unicorn said, it's actually not morning for me, and I know that. I just say good morning because it's our morning. But either way, salutations. Is that how we're supposed to say it for our cousins across the pond?
No idea, but sounds good to me.
They probably say it funny too.
Yeah, how are we supposed to
Salivations?
greet you, Undead? What's the official word? We're gonna learn this. Arm said it's 5:30 in the evening for me. I went out for a couple hours of food, got back half an hour ago. My dad said, how's it going, my fellow GMTer? Armored Bernie said, had Harvester for dinner. I'm not quite sure what that is. What is Harvester? Armored Bernie said, and I got home to witness the end of an X2 stream. I don't know what that is either. Now I feel like an idiot. Undead Unicorn said, here we go, boys. That's what's up. We're here. Armored Bernice, this is an interesting setup. I'll give you that. Better than me and Shibe would be able to manage. But that's because we are lazy. What is it with Michaels and tech support? Like, seriously. I'm a Michael, and I do tech support for my friends. Undead said, anyone born with the name Michael is destined to become a tech support guy. Armed said, yay. Undead Unicorn said, I know not of a single Michael who is not a tech support guy. Armed Bernice said, good evening, you two evil people. What about Mikey Way? Undead Unicorn said, doesn't count. Armed Bernice said, pretty sure he is a Michael.
I'm not sure if that X2 might be a X-Men
Like, oh, okay.
thing.
X2 is XCOM 2.
Huh.
Oh, Armed Bernice said Harvester is a bar and grill. Okay. So I'd be like, if we said we had Lucky's for dinner, everybody that's not familiar with that
It
might
might not
be like,
be. It might not be a.
what
a
the fuck
brand.
is Lucky's? Is that some sort of
I don't know if that's
Goat
a
Strip club?
That might not be a brand. That just might be what they call a bar and grill.
No, that's what it is. Harvester is a bar and grill. So it's
Oh,
the name
is
of the
it?
bar.
Like
I went to the Harvester and got some lunch.
Like, is it the name of the bar and grill, or is it just like what they call a bar and grill?
Oh, that's a good point too.
Had a tasty boyga.
My dad said we didn't have a holiday. I had to sit through 2 hours of sociology. Lucky Americans. You know, Americans, and this is not probably going to sound the best because I just woke up literally like a half hour ago and said, shit, we're supposed to be live 4 minutes ago. It's a brand.
Oh, okay.
So Harvester is a brand. In America, American people make up holidays for whatever the F they can as an excuse to drink or do stupid shit.
We have a holiday for every
But
day.
today's a different kind of holiday, which I think probably only. Wait, what percentage of Americans do you think actually recognize today as a holiday?
I think everybody recognizes it. I just don't think they celebrate it.
What holiday is it?
That's
actually?
kind of what I mean. Martin Luther King Day.
Oh,
is
you
it?
mean celebrate? Very low
I mean-
percentage. Maybe 10,
Yeah.
maybe. And that's, I think, generous. I don't think anybody
Really?
really
You
celebrates.
think it's that bad?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
I was gonna say, what are you
I don't
doing
mean
today
like-
for celebration?
I don't mean like having big parties and stuff, but
Oh, that's what I was thinking, like
I mean-
barbecue or something.
do something to honor the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
I feel like less than even Columbus Day, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Well,
pathetic.
can you think of anybody doing anything today in celebration?
There's rallies all over the country. I know Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter is in Portland at a church,
yeah.
and I bet that's going to be
It'll be super popping for sure.
phenomenally packed. But
Yeah.
again, you're right. That's the percentage of Portland people that are going to go to the But even if somebody's socially aware, somebody's posting some social awareness stuff that said, hey, anybody that thinks that slavery or segregation is okay, you're a dumb fuck. That's still in honor of Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
So, which is stuff that we should be doing every day. But, see, when I first asked the question, I would have thought probably only half of America actually honors the day. But
Yeah.
now that you say that, it puts it into perspective. It really is probably closer to like 10%.
I mean, and that, like I said, that's generous for me because I don't even know anybody. Nobody in my family,
That's
none of
nuts.
my black relatives, nobody I know is like celebrating, doing a barbecue or recognizing it, putting up decorations. Nobody does anything like that for Martin Luther King Day. It's just a free day off, pretty much.
I mean, barbecue sounds in
The
order.
appropriate thing, right?
Yeah.
Some chicken in the
Maybe
name
not
of?
some decorations. I don't think you should put like
Why not?
birthday decorations.
Like a Martin Luther King head or something somewhere. Sculpture.
Pinata.
Trump pinata.
I was just gonna
Trump
say. I was
pinata.
just gonna say something that was gonna sound really, really fucked up. So I'm glad I stopped myself.
Do you think they have Trump pinatas at this point? They got
Oh
to,
yeah,
right?
you can find a Trump pinata. I
Oh,
guarantee
I
it.
bet you if you go
Somebody wants to
Google-
beat the dog shit out of Trump.
guarantee
bad
it.
enough.
I guarantee. Yeah, Trump.
Good morning, Jenny. Jenny said also, hello everybody and happy
Trump
MLK Day, Black
P, and
Power.
The first thing that comes up is Trump
Black
pinata.
Power. I'm with that.
Oh yeah, there's a whole crap load of them. You can get them at.
Good morning, Jenny.
You can get
You
them.
can get them.
Yeah,
Jenny, last time we were live and you were here, you kind of just disappeared.
you can get them at Walmart.
I was worried about you, man. I thought maybe you found pictures of
Etsy, eBay,
Josh online and decided
Amazon.
he was hot and you just had to take a step back.
They're like everywhere.
I mean, there are some compromising photos of me out there somewhere.
Yeah?
In circulation.
I'm not surprised. I don't know why, but I'm not
I
surprised.
think Trump pinatas are way more popular than we even think they are.
Yeah, I didn't. I never even gave it any. What's Juneteenth?
What?
I'm gonna get.
Juneteenth?
I'll get to that in a second. Undead Unicorn. When I guess when I said what's the proper greeting, Undead Unicorn said, "You say I hereby state the Declaration of Independence is invalid, and I pledge my allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of Windsor." I swear that's a greeting. No, I swear that's a greeting. No tricks here. Well, I don't think
Yeah,
I
that
can
explains
actually get away with that. But
do you guys know what Juneteenth are?
Juneteenth, I'm not
No,
familiar.
not Juneteenth. Juneteenth.
Oh, Juneteenth. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, me either.
Like really, like
Teeth of a really
pretty
old
warm
lady?
teeth, like not completely in summer teeth, but
I don't know if she's trying to clown me, like I need to brush better or something. Like I got them June teeth.
I don't know what that even means.
I had a great good morning, Casey. I had a great cousin named June. So when you say June teeth, I'm like, maybe it's my cousin
Old people
June's
teeth?
dentures. We went out and had a meal with the family, had a burger. I want a burger right now, and I just fucking woke up.
So am I reading it wrong? It says Juneteenth, right?
It does say Juneteenth. Oh, she even corrected it as Juneteenth. That's what you said the first time, Jenny, but we're going to assume you meant Juneteenth with an N in there. And Dad said that's how you spelled it last time. Yes, it is. And Dead Unicorn said, to be fair, we haven't got any harvesters around where I live. I didn't know of it till now. Armed Bernice said, wow, you are unlucky. Josh, did you join a monastery?
It's my social circle. So it's all white people then? Don't be rude.
Let me link you. Oh, shit. Good morning, Nolan. Dude, after you, were you here when Jenny linked us to that bar? We were talking about like bar promo. It was just me. I was sitting here by myself. So yesterday I did what I want to encourage everybody to do is take a little bit of time on Saturday or Sunday, and just sit down in front of the camera by yourself and just kind of talk to people about who you are and the experiences you've been through so people can get to know us personally.
Proud Asian.
You're a proud Asian?
Yeah.
What part of Asia?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm proud about it.
Okay. Well, as long as you didn't say proud Oriental, I guess that's okay. So we're talking about how people just don't go out to bars anymore, and bars are always trying too many gimmicks, and instead of just giving people an atmosphere where they know they're gonna have a good time, they're doing stupid shit. So she linked me to this bar in Brooklyn that has a hatchet throwing area.
Are you gonna go DJ there?
Fuck no.
Why would that just seems like a bad idea? For
Yeah,
some
it shows
people.
all these people grinning with hatchets, and they have like
Where's
looks
this
like
at?
shooting ranges with big wooden targets, and you.
Where's it at?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, of
Yeah,
all
that's
Do you
what I'm
places?
think there's so
saying.
many people in Brooklyn? There's so much other stuff you could do to get people to come to your bar.
Yeah.
A hatchet throwing bar.
I mean, you gotta be really on your bouncers. Your
That's what I'm
bouncers need to be
saying.
really on their game.
Yeah.
One angry dude talking shit.
I mean, if
In
you
Brooklyn,
pay me
of all
30
places,
bucks
dude.
an hour, I might consider doing it.
There's a
Actually,
show
in
called
Brooklyn,
that
more
way,
than
too?
that, probably. Cost of living there. is pretty high.
JD said, Josh, it's your social circle. Your social circle. So Juneteenth is your social circle, apparently. Let me link you.
And
Oh, there's a link.
your mom's here. She's like, sweet.
Good morning, Mom. You got the notification this morning?
I gotta save for later.
I was going to tag you in something. Just say, Mom, we're going live, but I decided against it.
Nolan, when are you coming
Still
through
not
to
done
talk?
posting all the social media stuff.
We need some females in this.
Wait, Nolan's a female?
Yeah.
All right.
I know more guys that are named Nolan than femals.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys named Nolan.
But yes,
Yeah,
Nolan
that's
is.
true.
I didn't even know it was one of those
Nolan
names.
Ryan, and I didn't even think about it.
I mean, even personally in my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know a couple dudes named Nolan.
I think the only person I know Nolan is her.
I have an uncle or cousin. I get all those confused. When you don't see family members on a regular basis, you
Uncle.
forget, is that
Uncle,
They spelled
cousin, brother?
They spelled your name Scene.
Some people
What's up,
do.
Scene?
Who spelled my name? Scene.
Did I do Jack and Jill? I did them at the same time. Jill first, but then Jack got a little bit, spread the love.
why?
Turn my microphone up.
Turn your microphone up?
Yeah. I don't talk as loud as you guys.
That's true.
And I have the compressor set pretty high, so.
Notice an echo.
Well,
Jack
I'm
and
looking to
Jill.
see if I have a Twitch
What are you
window
linking me
pulled
to
up
now?
playing this, but I don't.
Actually, I should probably turn the gate down on mine.
I'm not sure why we would have Jack and Jill.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, okay, you're checking it out. That's good, man. I'm glad you guys can preview that stuff because I don't want to pull it up and end up,
Getting viruses or something?
or no, not necessarily that. Showing something on the show that we're not supposed to. Good morning, Francisco. These are very black things, like chicken and watermelon.
Is that
Black?
better? Can you hear me better now?
So Jack and Jill of America Incorporated is a membership organization of mothers with children ages 2 to 19.
You sure you don't have it
dedicated
open
to
in two
nurturing
different windows,
future
Mom?
African American leaders by strengthening children through leadership, development, volunteer services, and philanthropic giving and civic duty. Interesting. No, I have not seen this, but I will save this. Try to help out some of them little nyongos. Nyongos.
Yeah. I'm still waking up.
Holy crap, that chat went
Pardon
by
me, guys.
fast.
I haven't even been awake for an hour yet.
Yeah,
I
these
got
are
in here, looked in. I'm glad everybody's. I hope everybody's
Nolan, can you hear
not
me?
watching on a giant screen because I feel like I have pink eye. I'm still rubbing the junk out of my eyes. I was gonna jump up and jump in the shower, and then I'm like, man, we were supposed to be live 4 minutes ago. And then Shawn messaged and says, your door's locked, by the way. So I was like, fuck. All right. I was naked. I almost came downstairs naked, but figured that might be a bad idea. It's gonna ruin the whole show.
when I saw the door locked one, I was like, all right, I'll take a bong hit. I got time.
As you should today. As you should. Did you check the links for Juneteenth?
I did, but I didn't get a chance to read it. I just saved it.
Oh, is this a movie?
Thanks for the cheer.
Hey, good
Yeah,
looking.
it was a-
oh,
it
Juice
was
Box
a
Heroes
YouTube
is here.
something.
What's up? Cheering for 20 naked stream. No, nobody wants to see me naked on this stuff.
And it's going to be a lot more than 20 bits. for
Francisco,
that.
I did not.
Yes.
So I went to bed relatively early for me, and I'm laying in bed,
Naked.
and I hear a car door close, and then I hear the front door open, and then I hear the front door close. So I thought Francisco said he was coming over for last night's thing after he got off work. So I was like, maybe he got off work late, so he's stopping by to see if we're still live. But he could have just checked the stream. And so I went and woke up Michael. All right, I posted in the chat, is Michael or Francisco? Is that you? Francisco said no. I went and woke up Michael, and he was like, no, it wasn't me. So I was like, fuck. Somebody came in the house, and they came in, and they left.
Yeah.
So Michael and I came downstairs, we're checking everything, checking all the doors, checking all the windows. Because when we're here, Juicebox Hero said the mic sounds so much better. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's Shawn. That's all Shawn, actually. He's been...
Why am I out of focus?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. You really are out of focus. A lot.
You have to take it off auto. That's exposure.
Oh, wrong one. Oh, as soon as I clicked on that, it...
There you go.
Weird.
It's a problem with webcams.
Oh, I'm out of focus. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Looks
Hasn't
looks
caught
fine
up.
on here.
Yeah, never mind.
So we double checked everything, made sure everything was locked. Normally, like when me and Jason, Michael are here, we don't worry about locking the doors because we're shooters.
Yeah.
So if somebody's gonna come in the house,
Bang, bang.
yeah, we don't worry about that. Plus, all of you guys, everybody on the podcast knows that, you know, you just anytime we're going live, or if you want to go live, Duane wants to use the gear, Shawn wants to use the gear. If you want to use the gear, everything is here.
I'd still
So-
text before I came and just walked in, you know, unless it was like a scheduled time.
Yeah, but you know what? If you after you do it a dozen times or half a dozen times even, you're gonna be like, yeah, you know, I just decided to come over.
I mean, I would still text before I walked into anybody's house. I do the same thing at my mom's house. Like,
Yeah.
I let somebody know because I don't want to get shot.
Right.
I like living.
Well,
Smart
wait.
idea.
I mean, we're not gonna shoot unless we know that you don't belong walking into our door. So
Well, I see black and I start shooting first. And
we
ask
don't shoot
questions
first
later.
and ask questions. No, we don't do that here. And
You better than me.
you're only part black anyways. So.
That's true.
Now, if Duane came in the door,
At least you'd hesitate for me, is what you're saying.
Boom.
I appreciate that. It means a
yeah.
lot.
Hopefully, we get better mics here in the near future.
I don't think it's gonna be that near, but we'll get better mics eventually.
Oh, it'll be a few months.
What kind of mics were you guys thinking?
The Shure SM7Bs. Same ones Joe Rogan uses.
Yeah.
And a lot of other podcasts. They're like real popular mic. They're great for voices and podcasting and talking because of like they can take high SPLs. So if somebody gets like super loud all of a sudden, it does a better job of. There's a wider range.
A mic
of,
made for me specifically?
Yes.
No, you will learn. You know, like I was gonna say, you know what? Since you have the mic on a boom, why don't you put it right in front of your face, aiming at your face like you should, instead of putting it where it is without a boom, anyways. But you'll learn. You'll learn.
I mean, does it have to be? I thought it was.
Juice
fine
said
as
the
long as-
mics, I think, sound
like
good. I think the compression settings might be something to address. And
Yeah.
Shawn's been doing. He's been dialing and tweaking with them like
Yeah,
daily.
we're not like we're not I'm obviously not monitoring it live, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
If I was just, I could dial it in real quick if I was monitoring it live.
Francisco said, figured out who it was. Figured out who it was that came in my house? Who was it? Who came in my house at 1 a.m.?
Oh yeah. Who was it? Did we ever find out?
I never found
Still
out.
don't know?
Yeah, that's why. When we locked everything up, and then I couldn't fall back asleep because I'm like, man, who the fuck came in my house?
Yeah. That's creepy.
You know, and I'm willing to bet it's somebody I know, you know, or a lot of people know I
Wasn't
keep
me.
odd hours, and a lot of my personal friends, they know that, you know, if you just, a lot of people will just tap and then walk in, but sometimes they won't even tap. Maybe they tapped. I didn't know. Nolan said it was me. I did it. I doubt it. I don't believe you. You finally decide on a Sunday night at 1 a.m. that you want to go live or something, Nolan? I mean, I've been trying to ask you to get involved in doing a show with Jess for weeks.
Months.
Oh. It was Kid Rock. He wanted my powers. You know, I did get up and look out the window, and there was a little silver sedan, and it looked like maybe a late 90s, early 2000s Toyota. I don't think Kid Rock was driving one of those. Casey said actually it was me. Yeah, none of those are working because I know it wasn't any of you guys. So, nice try, though. Nice try.
But now I want to know. The mystery is on.
Right? Like, I do plan on getting some cameras. Surprised I don't have them yet.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah, Shawn, we know. You're going to suggest everything that's going to make everything better.
That's what I do.
Thanks for the suggestion, buddy. Why don't you just buy them and install them for me? I was going to suggest that. How about that?
I knew you were, too.
How about that?
How about that? Man, whatever
How about
happened to
that?
her?
Oh,
Cash Me Outside chick?
She has a rap.
she was in the news not too long ago.
Hmm.
They were at, I want to say it was somebody's album release party in New York.
I remember
and
that.
Iggy,
Cardi B or something like that?
maybe it was Cardi B's, but Iggy Azalea was walking through, and
She
that
threw
Cash
water
Me
on her,
Outside bitch threw a cup at her. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a while back. That was a couple months, I think.
Casey, I know you're not going to just show up here without messaging me and saying, hey, are you up? I'm going to stop by. I'm not stupid. Not stupid there. Are you still using a little laptop for your capture device for the show? No.
When were we doing that?
When we were doing it in the dining room with
She
you
did
and
yeah.
900K in makeup? She did a deal or something?
$900,000 in makeup for the Cash Me Outside bitch. But bitch, you ugly.
I mean,
She did what?
she's got some big ass titties for
she
her, how little she
spent
is.
that much?
Bro, she's a minor, man. You're going to hell.
She's what? Isn't she like
I think she's
17 or 18?
No, that's why Iggy didn't do anything about it. Because Iggy was like, bitch is a minor. If she threw water on me, I
just
can walk it
about to
off.
be 18 or something like that. Like,
she's
or was 18.
not
No,
Quite.
not quite. I think she has like a year or two.
I did.
She's
Unicorn.
15? Shut the fuck up. She is not still 15 with them big ass titties.
Why you're going to hell, bro?
Bro, if that's true, then I am going to hell. Because I was looking at them titties real hard. I was like, just
In
waiting.
parts
I'm like,
of
it's got to be
Canada?
one more year before she's doing porn, right?
In Canada,
I'm trying to suckle on them bad boys. They were looking straight scrumptious. I thought I saw some celebrity dude who's my age sucking on them titties already. I could have swore somebody grown was already sucking on them nipples, okay? So I shouldn't feel that guilty. That's all I'm saying.
are you looking up how old Cash Me Outside girl
Nope,
is?
I'm doing your ad read thing.
Oh. I was just
I need
it
to
was a
look it up.
reminder.
I need to know. What's her name? Daniel, what is it?
So if you start getting
Borcelli
that-
or something like that?
If you start getting rich off of your stocks, I want to cut.
7 cents
Exclamation
per.
exclamation point Robin Hood.
Bergoli, that's
Undead said she's 15. It would make it illegal for me. Nolan said no. She made a makeup line. Juicebox Hero said reason I was asking at my streaming rig that I'm going to put up for sale is I'm getting new parts for my computer tomorrow. Well, definitely shoot me some information Juice Box Heroes.
I'm having a hard time believing this bitch is 18. Or, I mean 15.
still
Hold
on
on.
that?
Yes, hold on. I'm looking right now. She is 15. That bitch was born March 26th of 03. Nigga, I'm going to jail. Chris Hansen, don't arrest me. I'm so sorry, sir.
Well, follow it up right now with "It Was a Dream" and I can't control that.
And in
Now you're echoing. Sorry,
Oh yeah,
I took care of that.
in like what, a year, you'd be good.
I mean,
in a lot of
16 is
states.
the age of consent, but even still, I'm going to jail.
And Dad said, "Am I spasticated?" Shaking my
Depends on
head.
the
Her
state you're
birthday is
in.
14 days after mine.
Bro, look how big her titties are, though. Have you ever seen 16-year-old, 15-year-old titties like
Bro,
that?
I'm not even looking.
Look at them. Look deep into them big-ass titties. You want to suck on them milk bags, okay? That's all I'm
You are
saying.
lucky it's MLK Day and you get a pass for anything stupid you say today. And you only get half a pass, bro. I get as much of a pass as you do. Give me a break.
Bro, what? I'm just saying, who knew? Who knew?
We did. That's why we
15?
said she's a minor.
Oh, well.
You still gotta read that, like do the read ad.
I'm going to, dude.
I thought you were just gonna post it.
So when she
No.
turns 18, are you going to watch the
Every time it
porn
pops up in chat,
that
that's
she's
when I'm
in?
going to stop. Like the Vertigo. Ladies and gentlemen, for the best comfort for your butt while you're gaming or sitting for long periods of time, we suggest Vertigear chairs. Check them out with the link in chat. Go to Vertigear. When you get one, we can build a little bank so we can start buying chairs of our own for our big bum.
She's got a pretty significant badonkadonk.
Undead can say
it'll be
that
on
'cause
the-
he's a minor
be
too.
below the video too, for when it goes on YouTube.
Huh?
Also say it'll be below the video, like when it goes on YouTube.
Oh, the link?
Yeah. 'cause
Okay.
I could put that there too.
I mean,
Okay.
You
So
know.
just treat this as if it's just a universal podcast and not specifically on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just mention both.
All right.
Is my suggestion.
You got it.
But you know, do
So
whatever.
if you look in the comments below, you can see the link for the Vertigear chair so you can get one for yourself and make your butt a happier person.
Truth.
How's that? Juice box. That's what I was going to do. I just jumped on. I'm going to send you a message right now.
I don't even believe that. Girls having
I know
their
I got your
periods
number and
and
stuff.
boobs at 8.
Yeah, it happens.
gonna
I
send you
mean,
a
not
link
that
to
I'm
my
looking
Facebook.
at 8-year-olds, but I think something like that would like kind of stand out as like some young child with like double D titties doing
I
cartwheels
mean, it
in
doesn't
the
happen
yard.
very often, but I mean, it does happen. Just depends on their genetics and their environment to trigger.
Nolan
their
said, I was
hormones.
an early bloomer, and with all the hormones and shit and food, they're having periods and boobs at 8.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's part of the reason why the age of consent is being lowered around the country. It was lowered in Washington from 18 to 16 years ago.
Well, I don't know.
And it's a lot of it had to do with the internet.
I mean, I believe it. I
Yeah.
mean, you see that they're trying to normalize pedophilia.
I know.
mean, that's a.
Well, yeah, now they are.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, I think we were talking about it on the podcast last week.
Yes, we were.
It's getting to a weird place, and I understand that people are developing quicker. They have more access to technology and just these adult themes much sooner than they would have.
Age and consent in Germany is 14.
Nigga.
So you can take her to 14, dog.
Yeah, I'm coming to
Take her to-
Germany
take her to
with
14.
Daniel
Take her to
Bergoli, and I'm gonna suck on them titties. I'm telling you, look it up. I'm pretty sure somebody my age, some adult rapper or something was sucking on her titties, like on a live stream or something.
I don't want to look it up, bro.
I mean, I don't think her titties were actually out, but I'm pretty sure she was like making out with some adult. Like I thought she was of age. I could be wrong, but I swear I saw it. I'm waiting. Can't wait for the day.
Holy crap, I didn't realize that. I just read the ad read from the email. So
I'm a confirmed nonce. I mean, you saw her titties. If that makes me a nonce, then yeah, sign me up. I'm going to jail. Chris Hansen, you heard me. Kodak Black. Okay, so it was somebody. Kodak Black is who she thinks it is. I'm telling you, I wouldn't make this up. I don't like to sexually assault minors very often. They got to
gonna
have
look
some
it up.
big ass delicious titties for me to even consider.
she does have a song out
I quit.
Yeah, it's bad.
and an album.
I was gonna say she has a whole album out.
She attacked Iggy at Cardi B's party.
Like whoever produced
apparently,
it did a good job.
Daniel Bergoli is currently working in studio with Eminem or with Beyonce and Eminem's record producers.
Oh, they're producers, yeah.
Honey Boo Boo warned Sister Pumpkin not to mess with Cash Me Outside Girl.
Can you not just find it with her and Kodak Black?
Her rap name is Bad Baby.
Yeah, that's what it is, Bad Baby. So dumb.
Wow. How old's Kodak Black? He's young too, ain't he?
Nah, he's in his 20s.
Oh.
What else is going on in this world besides this female that we're giving more attention to than we should?
I know, right? This she ain't shit.
You know, if we could get her on the show, though, we would.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what up, JD? Good morning. Danielle, Bad Baby Bergoli's dad, is worried about her connection to Kodak Black.
So Heidi wants us to talk about why. This is a quote from her, not me.
Bad Baby dispels Kodak Black sex rumors.
Like why welfare whores scream the loudest about building the wall.
What? Who said
I
that?
want to read that next.
Quote unquote. Heidi. She's like, that's what you should talk about. I'm like,
She said that, like, in a personal message to you?
yeah.
Tell her to fuck the fuck off. That Trumpian bitch.
But no, it's just loudest about not building the wall.
No, I know, but there's very little correlation into those who don't want the wall built and welfare mothers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know where that came from, but it was random.
That's very.
I mean, come the fuck on.
What? No.
15.
Oh my
15.
God, bro.
Can we put this picture up? I know I'm fucked up, but nigga, 15. I've seen a lot of 15-year-olds in my
Bro,
life.
I'm gonna tell you, like, go around one of the popular.
15. Okay, I'll calm down. What were you saying? Go around where?
Francisco said, "I'm just about fed up with the monsters we created. Go to a high school football game sometime."
I won't, because apparently I'm getting arrested because 15-year-olds got big ass titties like that. And I'm gonna be sucking on every one of them.
Undead Unicorn said, "Josh, you're correct. I think it was Drake, and he came under a
Drake.
crap ton of fire.
Somebody.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think it
no
was
actual
Drake.
evidence he nay-nayed her, so he got away with it."
Yeah, well, there was some evidence, like she was making out with somebody on some kind of
It was
something
Drake, I
live
remember now.
stream or something. Like they were like
Francisco was
necking,
right.
like pretty much making out and kissing on each other's necks and things.
And they were
Her
naked.
and the dog.
They were definitely naked while they were doing that.
I don't think they were naked.
I'm just saying that they were naked.
So how come there's no outrage on Drake like there was on there's been on R. Kelly?
Give it 10 years and Drake will get in
Well, for
trouble,
one,
too.
look how developed she is. She doesn't like. I think other people
Oh,
have that
Aaliyah
misconception.
wasn't?
I'm just saying. I think there's a different
was-
misconception. Not to mention the fact that they are like normalizing the pedophilia.
Aaliyah married Tupac at 15 or R. Kelly at 15.
I think it was 15 or 16.
Yeah. And those, like, it's been talked about a lot lately, and a lot of people are like, well, a lot of R. Kelly's songs now are about when he married an underage girl, and a lot of people are like, and Aaliyah's song, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? Like, yeah, 15.
Oh, she was. I thought she was 16. Still, I mean, it ain't good.
Yeah. So how come the world's not in an uproar about Drake messing with Bad Baby?
Like I said, just different person. I feel like she's just ghetto and kind of like the enemy of
You
the
just
world.
expect her to be.
Acting a fool, and her mom isn't that smart. You know, she kind of.
Aaliyah was pretty, but let's be real. She was pretty hood when she was young, too.
less hood than this bitch, I feel like.
Well, what was hood then as compared to today?
I
Let's
mean,
put everything
'cause
into
she's like
perspective.
not even hood either. It's like that fake hood or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Aaliyah just she carried herself better. And she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a different thing for me. And maybe that's just my own personal whatever, you know what I'm saying? My own hypocrisy. Like, I can't weigh them the same for whatever reason because I'm personally invested or whatever. But, yeah, I just feel like...
personally invested.
Well, yeah, I feel like, you know,
I
we
get
all
it.
in
I get
good music from back in the day. Not this bad baby dog shit.
Yeah. Bro, I kind of want to order the phase right now. Like, I feel like I need to, actually.
Order the what?
That thing that replaces the needles on your turntables. I need new needles and new Serato records. And in order to buy that, I'm looking at over $200 now.
Because you can't find them?
Yeah. Those needles aren't even made anymore. Shure discontinued making the SM.
What needle? Somebody makes a needle though, right?
Yeah, but it's not even comparable. Not even closely comparable to the N44-7.
There's no competitive needle.
No. There's Chinese off-brands, but they're like
crap.
Yeah.
That's like.
Shure discontinued it because so many DJs have switched to controllers and digital platforms that there's.
But there's still a lot of DJs There's still a lot of DJs.
I know,
see.
and there's
so
a lot.
Where the hell are they getting them from?
There's a lot of DJs that they're switching to a different kind of needle that they don't like. That's why this thing of the phase is perfect timing. And even if I wanted to do that, I'm still looking at $250 to go buy a new set of needles. For decent ones. I can go get some cheap shit ones and be like some cheap shit DJs, but.
Huh.
Heidi, I have to kick you out of the group now because you mentioned 50360 out of the group. What stays in 503, what says, never mind. I can't even speak this morning.
Yeah, people on welfare are fitting to be angry. Even the welfare queens are like, put the wall up. Put the wall up. I need these food stamps, baby.
That is such an ignorant fucking thing to say.
To say?
I don't even
on
know.
Martin Luther King Day?
I don't even know
Even
the correlation, but all right.
Shit, Heidi say, cool.
You don't know the correlation. Well, pretty much ain't nobody getting cash until
I
somebody
don't
budgets.
care.
on
You
the
sound
sport.
like that dude that I kicked out the other day.
I mean,
Like, I
from
don't
that
kick me out.
standpoint,
I'm
yeah.
just here to troll anyways. I'm just here to laugh at all you fuckers. I don't care. Kick me out. So I was like, all right, bye. Bye. So I know probably shouldn't be playing this, but I'm gonna anyways.
Space station?
Yeah, it's precisely it.
First, we're going to go to a hotel in space. Is that what we're doing? Because that's what I want to do.
Some more of that fake digitized stuff from space.
Kind of. That's DJ Jazzy Jeff. For those that don't know.
Great to meet you. Thank you for coming. Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
That's actually a dope shirt. I never even realized it's like the Star Wars thing. Yeah, it says the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff. It's like a Star Wars thing.
That nigga's looking disheveled too.
I want to be able to eat.
Sun, wind, vibration is the worst. Once there was a bunch of DJs starting to play on CDJs, they started changing the stage. They started making the stage less durable and started putting more speakers on the stage, which sounds great, but it creates a massive problem for me. So whenever I go on after someone, we have a list of, can you turn the subs off, turn this down, do this, and then you also start to realize that you don't sound as good as the guy before you. And it drives me crazy. The crowd doesn't care.
Of course.
You know, and you're just kind of like...
Go on.
So it's this little cartridge that you put in the middle of the record.
This thing's pretty sick.
This your favorite song. This your favorite song.
But definitely would take, because I see you like spinning the middle of the knob thing, so you wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Translation, when I came out, me as
Yeah, but there's other ways I can do it.
Let's get it nice like this, I'm a night like this. Sword in my hand, I fight.
So you notice that this silver part here, that's the tone arm, so there's no needle.
Yeah. I'm very confused.
So see that block in the middle?
Yeah.
The spinning? That's a
The
sensor.
computer's reading it as the needle somehow.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Now, but look what he's doing now.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. Right.
So we could just pick it up and spin it right there in his hand.
Yeah.
Scratch it.
But look, he's like picking it up, he's bumping it, slamming on it, nothing makes the needle skip.
Listen,
Oh my god, this is dope as fuck.
Now watch it. It gets better, bro. Like at this point, I was so impressed. I'm like, man, I need this. But it even gets better. Yeah, it reacts just as if the needle's on the record.
Yeah, that's wild.
The tones change with how fast you move it too. That's the difference between CDJs and digital format and vinyl. Is the tones don't change. Like when you scratch, it sounds generic. That is so sick to me.
Me too. Yo.
So we could get that and hook the mixer up over here, and I'll just chop on the mixer. And you can just have the record be like driving, like you're driving.
I mean, I'm just seeing all the crazy applications, like somebody have something on their finger and be spinning like a little mini or something. Just all kinds of
on the
like
real,
possibilities.
like the routines and shit that dudes be doing for like 3-style and battles. People are gonna be like parachuting in, scratching,
That's what I'm saying.
underwater, like in a car.
Yeah. I've seen people do the perfect DJ routine and somebody bump the table.
Yep.
Like that, you can't control that. To take all
That's
of
my
the
every
technical
Friday and
stuff
Saturday
out
night.
and make it 100% about you is freedom that I've never had before. I gingerly walk when I DJ. I've been doing that for 30 years because you had to.
Yep.
Like you can't stop to get to the point that it's kind of like I can do whatever I want. Every once in a while, somebody comes out with a product that changes the culture. What I just saw was the next change in the culture. FaZe has done something that I've never seen done before that is going to change DJing forever. Big shout out to FaZe. I love technology. Y'all won.
You just got bigger.
Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah.
He's enormous, bro.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like
globally, he's such a.
Oh, I just meant like size-wise.
Oh yeah, well, he's getting old, but.
Well, I think he's been lifting. He looks good. He doesn't look like he's just put on like unnecessary swell
He is
weight.
touring like a motherfucker. Like he's been traveling all over the globe.
Yeah. Niggas are getting big. Dave Chappelle, the same thing. He's just big and thick looking now, just imposing. It's pretty crazy.
But could you imagine, like, if I'm playing somewhere and, like, Shawn's next to me and I pick the record up and I just try to keep it spinning and I toss it to Shawn so the music stops for a minute. He catches it and he starts spinning it around on his finger to keep it going. That shit would be so cool, man.
Yeah, or to, like, pass it down the line to people. He's still scratching the whole time. It's nutty. It's nutty, bro. I'm trying to understand how it's able to read all the individual grooves because of the way the record goes. It's like, how are you able to...
It's not reading grooves.
It's not. It's connected to a Serato format.
Oh, okay.
So I use Serato.
Okay.
But my Serato still reads, like, if you take my Serato records and put them on a regular record table, it sounds like a fax machine or like an old AOL dial up.
Yeah.
So that's how the computer communicates with the manipulation of the MP3 by that tone that's on the record.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because I was real confused because I'm like, how is it able to read out that far or like make adjustments, on the fly? It doesn't make sense, but...
No more padding shit when subs are too close. Yeah. Or having to figure out a way to suspend the whole fucking DJ table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the table. I've been to weird clubs where like the whole DJ table is like suspended on chains.
Yeah. That's really not weird. That's the way it's supposed to be.
What? But it's just kind of because it sways.
Yeah. Well... We always built it with the table underneath, with the platform that the turntables are on, and then the table underneath, and then use rubber bands to like put nails on the two rubber bands to connect that to the table underneath it. So at least it held it in place somewhat.
Yeah.
But it's still weird when you're scratching and stuff starts to move a little bit. That gets a little tricky. But when you're dealing with clubs with giant bass systems, that's really the only way to do it. Or you can
get these.
Or you can get these. Another way that DJ booths were built that have a lot of subs is the platform that the turntables were on was separate from the rest of the DJ booth. There was like a 2-inch gap all around it, and the platform that the turntables went on went all the way to the floor, like through the bottom of the DJ booth, and it anchored to the floor instead, like with a steel post. So if you're anchoring it to the floor, then you're not worried about the whole DJ booth vibrating and messing up the needle on the turntable.
Yeah.
That's the other way to do it. I just said I have no idea what anybody is on about. Talking about DJ equipment, turntablist equipment. Oh, man, I didn't turn that off. My bad, guys.
Just do a week one.
The free Funkos. Oh, yeah.
For the whole week.
We'll give a Funko away on Friday. Aren't you supposed to give away an Amazon gift card today?
Go, true.
You should start making a disclaimer. Hello again, Rage Queen. Welcome back. Oh, with that booty shaking next to the FunkShop logo. I dig that. Go booty. Go booty. Go booty.
Why is it so red?
The booty? Because it's been paddled properly.
In the back and the legs. And
Yeah. Nothing is safe.
That's, I mean, that's the flom booty. Whatever that means. Happy MLK Day. Happy Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Booty, 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 starring everywhere. Is that what that stands for? Kappa. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. That's what I see.
I'm going to look up comments, see where we're at.
You do that. While you do that, I'm going to get into a fucking news story. Can we do that this morning? It is Monday, so I'm supposed to, huh? So, posted on CNN, updated at 4:59 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, January 21st. The top 26 billionaires own $1.4 trillion, as much as 3.8 billion other people.
Is that their actual net worth, or is that money that they have in the bank? I'm assuming net worth.
Off the cuff, I'm not 13th floor on the stage with the subs below. Before. Yeah, that was garbage.
Because most billionaires, that's how they calculate their totals, is by their net worth, so companies and assets. And
So the article reads, the world's billionaires are growing $2.5 billion richer every day, while the poorest half of the global population is seeing its net worth dwindle. Billionaires, who now number a record 2,208, have more wealth than ever before, according to an Oxfam International report published Monday. Since the global financial crisis a decade ago, the number of billionaires has nearly doubled. The annual study was released ahead of the yearly World Economic Forums in Davos, Switzerland, which bring together some of the wealthiest and most influential people on Earth. The 106-page report is meant to call attention to the growing gap between the rich and the poor. The combined fortunes of the world's 26 richest individuals reached $1.4 trillion last year, the same amount as the total wealth of the 3.8 billion poorest people. Most of these mega wealthy are American, according to the Forbes list of billionaires used by Oxfam. The names include Amazon's Jeff Bezos, Microsoft Bill Gates, Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett, and Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, who collectively are worth $357 billion, according to Forbes. Oxfam recommends that the nation's tax wealth at fair levels, raises tax one person, personal income, and corporate taxes. Oh, you fucking ads. So I can't even get through the article anymore.
Love it, Rage Queen. I like the
giraffe.
The giraffe, yes.
Giraffe.
Oh, that's dope. I haven't even seen that before. Hey, Jess. Oxfam recommends that the nation's tax wealth at fairer levels raises rates on personal income and corporate taxes and eliminate tax avoidance by companies and the super rich. It also advocates providing universal free health care, education, and other public services, and ensuring that women and girls also benefit. And it suggests investing in public services, including water, electricity, and childcare, to free up women's time and limit the number of unpaid hours they work. The tax system is questioned. The report echoes policy positions embraced by the newly empowered Democrats in the United States, who are advocating for similar reforms. There is going to be a broader and increasingly energized public conversation in the U.S. and globally what a fair and effective tax system looks like that will be very different from today, said Paul O'Brien, Oxfam America's Vice President of Policy and Advocacy. Democratic Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a freshman lawmaker from New York, has proposed taxing the wealthy as high as 70% to fund a climate change plan she's pushing called the Green New Deal. I don't agree with the 70%, but you have to start somewhere. And if she starts at 70%, maybe they'll settle on 45 if she's lucky.
Well, I think the progressive tax system could be changed a little bit. Maybe add like another tier or something instead of it just whatever maxing at $1 million. Have it max at like 10 or 15 because we have so many people who are wealthy or well off in that 1% of the 1% area.
Right.
And just taxing them additional, just a little bit more. Not obscenely, but, moving at a couple percentile points. Hundreds of thousands, if not, millions of dollars.
And that's exactly what I was talking about last week. Like, if we could figure out a way for the billionaires, because they're becoming billionaires, on the people of America, they should give a little bit more back to the people of America. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And a growing group of lawmakers, including Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, are pushing for Medicare for All to expand the number of Americans with health insurance. Those issues are global. In many countries, a decent education or quality health care has become a luxury only the rich can afford, Oxfam said. Every day, 10,000 people die because they lack access to affordable health care. 10,000 people a day around the world die because they can't get.
Most of it's not our country, though. Most of
Right.
it's impoverished nations.
Right.
But yeah, it's sad.
The impact is disproportionately felt by women. Girls are pulled out of school first when the money isn't available to pay fees, and women clock up hours of unpaid work looking after sick relatives when healthcare systems fail, the organization said.
Yep.
Estimating that if all the unpaid care work carried out by women across the globe was done by a single company, it would have an annual turnover of $10 trillion.
Damn.
The problem is felt acutely in places like India, the world's fastest growing major economy. The country has one of the world's lowest female labor participation rates. Recent data from the World Bank showed only 27% of women ages 15 or older were classified as working or actively seeking a job. A report last year by the McKinsey Global Institute said India could add $770 billion to its economy by increasing gender equality, while Asia as a whole could boost its gross domestic product by as much as $4.5 trillion if more women were brought into the workplace.
Yeah. We're trying to push them into the Enlightenment period. I mean,
Humanity
we're trying.
still, like, we think we're so far ahead, but humanity in whole is still so far behind.
But it's only because we have so many more people than we did in the ancient world, Just a lot more people to do a lot more dumb things.
But shouldn't that mean a lot more people are starting to are going to put pressure on those who make decisions to make?
So we're 320 million people in America. We're talking about billions in China. We're talking about billions in Asia. We're talking, it's like it's not that easy to influence billions when you're only millions, and then they reject all of your ideas and call them, Satan, Satanist or satanic or
Right.
whatever you want to call it.
Undead Unicorn said, it really annoys me that Google and Facebook and the like don't pay any taxes here.
Wait, where? Over in Europe? They
Yeah.
pay taxes?
They make boatloads of moolah, but they don't pay any taxes towards all the countries they operate in that they don't have a physical headquarters in because of legal loopholes.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
That's why like Microsoft's based in Washington. Why it went there because there's better tax breaks
At
for
the time,
Washington,
yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, but you would
That's why so
think
many
that,
movies are being filmed in Oregon now.
Yeah, if you're operating like explicitly in their country, you would think there'd be some sort of way to tax it somewhat or regulate it at least a little
Or
bit.
just shut it down.
They're just
and
they're
they
just-
do certain places.
They're just it's just a bigger scale of like.
Maybe
import.
that's the reason
It's just
why.
import basically. All it is it's like.
Well, it's no physical thing, no physical good crossing line. So I guess that's probably where.
Well,
they're...
no, it's not. It's not like it's. You don't like have store for like you're not based out of there. It's like selling stuff on eBay or something. You know what I mean?
But
in a sense,
but
Just
that's
obviously like bigger
so that's
scale.
a physical good, and when you ship it internationally, you have to pay a tax or some sort of shipping
I guarantee
fee
they
to move
pay
it in
those-
and out of a country.
I'm sure they pay those taxes. They just don't pay
But
the
it's not-
other taxes he's talking about.
Oh well, that's what I was kind of gathering from what he was saying, that they don't have to, and that's what I was thinking is
I'm
because
sure
they
they
don't
do.
have a physical good. It's just a thing in the ether.
Francisco said
so
China
how do you
is
tax
in
that, or
Asia,
how do
sir.
you say that they can't move it into their land?
Well, they
'cause
have
it's not moving
phones.
anything.
They have all kinds of crap.
Yeah, but yet again, phones are a physical good. When we're talking about internet, it's just a thing that's in the ether, So it's like, how do you regulate that or say that people can't access it when
Well,
it's just out
there shouldn't be a tax on information transfer.
I mean, we all know that happened in the EU and here. I mean, they're working on the regulations for the paid internet or traffic or however they're going to do that now.
yeah. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm
Article
talking-
13.
Yeah, Article 13.
That's that, but you're paying. That's a service, as opposed to being. As opposed
I feel like
to
that's how they're
for
getting the tax in there because it wasn't an actual physical good. So they're like, fuck, how do we tax this? Say it's a service, and now they're able to throw these additional tax and weird things in it, and they're going to be able to curtail how we even get the internet to the point where it's going to be these big companies that get the most bandwidth, and they're able to, pretty much work us small guys out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real scary to see what's about to happen.
Excuse me. I need to go back to bed. Undead said the legal system needs to be completely revamped with the internet in mind. It's not suited for the internet age. I agree with that, but how do you do it?
There's been a lot of stuff added.
Fransico, globally, everything, the whole system needs to change. The people need to change it. And that's part of the reason why we do this podcast, so we can inspire people.
Change it to what, though? Change what?
Well, that's why we do this podcast, so we can get our minds together and figure out how to. Okay, what's the solution?
But what's the problem right now? What's the problem with the internet?
Well,
that's why I want. It's
about to not be free anymore.
Okay, yeah, it's never been free.
Well, and it's really not
access
fair
to
that
it's not free.
No access.
Why are companies like Google becoming multi-billion-dollar companies, but they're only having to pay taxes in areas where they have a physical building? Everybody around the world is using it, so why aren't they having to pay taxes for those locations too?
For what? For Google's?
For access.
They are paying. They are paying for access, internet access.
They're not paying for internet access in like European countries where they don't have a physical headquarters.
But what are you talking? Like, what are you specifically talking about? This like seems so generalized. Doesn't make any sense.
Also, I don't know how any of it works because I just heard about it. I would have to read more about how they're getting taxed.
Unicorn said they have Google and Facebook don't have to pay any taxes in Europe, even though they have hundreds of thousands of people in Europe.
Pay taxes on what though? What are we talking about?
They're selling advertising dollars, right?
But
Facebook, okay, so if Undead Unicorn logs onto Facebook, he's seeing a bunch of advertising shit all over his Facebook that Facebook's making money off of, but they don't have to pay any taxes based on what Undead Unicorn is seeing because they don't have a physical building as a headquarters in that location, in that area.
And they're using all of our public data to be able to target specific ads for us based upon region and all that stuff. So why wouldn't they be paying at least some sort of monetary tax on it for the availability to harvest our data, to offer us ads?
So if Undead Unicorn is paying for advertisement on Facebook, if he's buying Facebook ads, but they're not putting any money back into the community on a tax basis like they are in other areas, that seems like it's something's not fair.
Yeah.
Same with Google.
I'm failing to see the connection. Meaning what are they?
I mean, it's just like TV. If you want to run a Super Bowl ad, you have to pay the company several $1 million to run your ad.
Yeah, the network. Yeah, of course.
It's the same thing.
But they're so. Who are you saying that's not paying okay, you're saying Facebook. Facebook is the network.
If Facebook is making money based on people,
because they're paying. Because people are paying for ads on Facebook. Facebook is the network in this. They're not the advertiser. They're the one with the platform.
It doesn't matter. If they still have to pay taxes based on income in other places, they should have to pay taxes based on the income around the globe.
Why would they have to pay taxes? So, but by that thing, should I have to pay Mississippi tax?
If you're selling product in Mississippi and taking funds out of Mississippi economy, absolutely.
How are you? See, I think it doesn't.
If you're profiting off the people of Mississippi,
I don't think it would be. I don't think if Google had to pay taxes for every square foot of place they showed advertisement, so to speak, like every state, every county, every fucking place on the planet, right? They couldn't they would be spending a quadrillion times more money than they would ever be bringing in because it would never add up.
Not if they were paying fair taxes on the income that they're bringing in because the tax percentage.
But every place is going to have its own percentage, and that that percentage is going to be way higher than they ever bring in.
It could be higher or lower depending
No matter
on
what,
the
if
location.
they say
pie is not big enough. You'll never
okay,
be
then
big enough.
then Google says then we're not going to advertise in your part of the world because your taxation is too high. Just like
So
our
then
import and exports.
But
YouTube did something like that
Just
not too
like
long
tariffs.
ago. It was like in some place like Ghana or something where
So
they didn't
that
have a
wouldn't
lot
make any
vested
sense.
interest. They're like, why would
How
we
does
go
it not
in-
make any sense?
okay, so if let's just make it super easy math here. Like, say every county in the country had a 1% tax rate on that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
How many counties in the U.S.? Look that up.
A fucking lot.
Way more than 100. I guarantee you that.
Just say thousands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1%. How many 1%s? Multiply that out. That's many thousands of percent, right?
No, it's
No,
still
that's
1%.
not how it works. That's not how percentages work.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, if you're paying like,
If everybody's
Of
paying
every-
1%,
of the
they're
income-
still
1% of $100 is 1 penny.
I know that's what I just said.
So if they're making $100 off of hundreds of thousands of counties and they're getting 1 penny for each $100, that's still a very fair trade amount. Your taxation is a percentage of what you make. So no matter what, you are going to make that income and have to give a little tiny piece of it back.
Yes.
One of what, like, if you're being charged 1% of what you're making,
You can't add percents up in a big picture.
well, that's
1% plus 1% plus 1% plus 1% doesn't equal 4%.
Not when it's 100%.
It's still
1% of 100%. If warranted, all the 100% are the same. Adding the 1%,
So then
you're
you
going to
have keep
continually just
track
have
of-
1%.
Then you have to keep track of how much money was made from each county.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how.
Well, you wouldn't do it by
It's
county. I
not-
was thinking more country-based.
Right, country-based. Makes more sense.
Or even maybe in state, yeah.
certain countries, you have provinces. Canada, you have 5 provinces. So each province may have their own tax rate, and Google
Yeah.
can
So,
say,
but
well,
I'm just saying, what if a count or a state or a county decide to have their own tax? They want to have their own tax rate. So if you want to have your ads,
then if Google finds it's not feasible, if it's not financially profitable to sell advertising in that county, they say we're not going to sell any advertising in your county. Then the people of that county, if they want to advertise on Google, they go to their legislatures and they go to the people that are making the laws and saying, look, your taxation rate is too high on this. It's not fair because we can't advertise on Google because you're taxing them too high. You need to bring the tax rates down. And that's how America works. That's how global economy works.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
If Google makes $100 in Georgia, they pay $1. If Google makes $100 in Oregon, they pay $1. If they make
But like, why? I mean, I'm just trying to.
And that's
why
10%,
do
that's
they
not 1%.
Need to pay a tax on
it is
a
1%.
magical
My bad.
nothing, like something that's
But
in
it's
the
not
ether.
a magical. They're using our data. They're
They're paying
farming it
taxes in their own
constantly.
It's their data.
It's not their. It's our data that they're mining. Ours. We can go with
I'll tell you something,
VPN
bandwidth data.
blockers and all kinds of things. It's our data.
Well, but you've as signing up for Facebook, you agreed to share your data. You're willingly sharing your data.
That's because we don't have any other choice. Just because we're.
does not
So
have
if somebody
Facebook.
holds you by gunpoint and says you have to pay something and you pay it, you go, that's fair. It ain't fair when they're holding you by gunpoint. That's
Right,
not how
and
it works.
Since Facebook has that same law, they can say the same thing. Then why can't a country say, you know what, we don't want Facebook in this country unless they're paying fair taxes?
and they can.
That's the whole point of what we're saying, but you seem to have an issue with it.
No, I'm saying that why should like Google pay taxes on
On income made in a certain neighborhood because they made that income
like
in that
on
neighborhood.
information trade like that.
It doesn't matter what the trade is. It doesn't matter what the service is. If you're making money off of people in a general location, taxation is fair to give back to the people in that general location. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be hooking. You should be paying taxes. You should be selling ice cream. You should be paying taxes. If you're making money off of people in a community, you need to give back to that community. Otherwise, billionaire companies are going to exploit. They're already doing it. They're selling gasoline all over the country, and there's how many places are being taxed so high based on gas that they're buying gas from other people? That's why our oil trade is so screwed up around the world. We're selling our oil in America.
The taxes aren't going back to the people,
Theoretically, they are.
but they're not.
Oh, my God. What pays for fucking food stamps?
I'll just say.
Well, I mean,
What paves the roads? What pays for public schools? What pays for education?
Public parks. The Coast Guards that aren't getting paid, all the.
So that's what you mean by paying back to the people?
Hello? Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay, well then I don't give a shit. They're talking about like some like charity case, like let's just give a bunch of money to
No,
the
dude.
fucking whoever, just because I need to be
You didn't have to know.
what ultra whatever, you know, like if you're talking about roads and shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're not talking,
That's what I've been talking about for the last week, bro. That's why I said
consider
specifically
that giving,
Walmart.
I don't consider that giving back to the people. I just
And that's why when I said Walmart, if they're making billions and billions of dollars net profit off of the people in America, they need to put more money into building the roads so people can get to
why is
Walmart,
it
so their employees can get to Walmart. I'm not saying they need to hire the paving companies, but that's taxes. Taxes back
okay.
to that community.
It goes back into the city, and they decide where that money goes.
Yes.
But saying it should go specifically to that's where I had a problem
That's
with.
not
Or
what
like,
I meant.
yeah, like
I
I'm
figured
like, what the
you
fuck?
knew that the whole thing was a metaphor, dude.
Well, and I disagreed with the road things as long as they like had built near already public set up things versus
road things.
yeah,
I'm like,
paving
Fuck
new
that. If
stuff.
hundreds of thousands of people are going to Walmart because the Walmart is there, then they can fix the fucking potholes to get people there, especially and their employees too. They're not paying their employees fair wages. They're not giving their employees benefits. They're not giving their employees.
So like, let's
think
look
they
at,
are.
Let's look at Millplan, for example.
They're not hiring them
Walmart?
full time, so they don't have to pay.
I've heard that's been more of an issue recently, but up until the whole
Recently,
well, yeah,
it's
the
gotten
last couple
better
years,
recently, bro. They're starting to give kickbacks. They're starting to give some sort of a bonus structure. They're,
I mean,
they're
they
just
had
now
that for
developing
a
it.
long time.
Only if you're at the way top management.
No, every single Walmart employee gets like $1 per year raise as long as they meet their whatever their
That's
minimum.
bullshit. We
It's
need
not.
to get Michael works for Walmart. He has for years. I hear about it all the time.
I was gonna say, I've had several friends who have worked at the Walmart right up here on a whatever Mill Plain and. What is
Not
that, Mill Plain
everybody
and-
gets that, dude. Like Michael's lucky when he does a review if he gets a 25-cent
I had a
raise,
dude
and
who
he's been more
started
dedicated.
started throwing boxes in the back and then moved up into the security thing and ended up becoming like the security head thing or whatever. Like it's totally there if you want it. Every single person. He started in the back shucking boxes.
No, I know it's there, but percentage-wise, based on the employees that they hire, those opportunities aren't that big. You can take advantage of it, yes.
I was gonna say, from my understanding,
But
it's
you're a
all based
strong
upon
fucking salmon,
how hard
and it-
you work. If you do even your minimum
It also
requirements.
it depends on whose ass you kiss. It depends on which
Was only
I mean,
store
that
you're
might
in.
be
Jobs.
store to store or whatever.
Right.
I can't speak
there's
to that.
there's a
but
lot of factors.
from my understanding, every single employee gets the ability to make $1 a year raise as long as they hit all of their whatever, quarterly or yearly things. And then as they progress up, they have internal promotions through the company where they can move to other departments or get promotions.
I guarantee there's a lot of people that have been there for 7+ years that aren't making $22
Yeah,
an
I bet
hour.
you a lot of those people aren't going in and busting their ass and doing extra stuff and taking the initiative to be noticed by
And
their employers.
that is a big part of
Most
it.
people don't do that.
But even if all of them did, there's not opportunities for
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, but if everybody did it, we would have to come up with a new structure. The fact of the matter is, we know only a small
Walmart
percentage
needs
of
to come
people.
up with a new structure in the first place. That's
I
period.
mean, I don't know what
You
how
can't pay. You can't.
you hire.
You can't just give everyone raises. Just even
Yeah,
if-
they
No, I
did a thing
understand
where
that,
if they
but
gave everybody
there's
like
not
an
enough
additional
money.
dollar or something in the entire company, the
Right.
company's essentially broke or they have no
and
extra
I'm not
reserve.
saying that at all. But what you can do is whittle down your workforce a little bit so you can give everybody more hours.
Bro, we've
on-
all
on the
been into
general.
Walmart. How many lanes are closed all the time? They got 2 open and they got
Yeah.
40 fucking checkout things there.
But how many
so what are you
people
talking
are
about
walking-
downsize? We're gonna downsize to 1?
How many
There's
people-
gonna be 1 nigga in the 40?
How many people are walking around the store asking you if you need something? And by downsizing,
that
I mean
many.
I was gonna
downsize
say,
the
I've never
number of
seen
your
anybody in
employees.
Walmart.
Hold on. You never see anybody in Walmart walking
Working?
around? Yeah. I
Have
see them
you?
all over the fucking place, bro. I
At
only
night, I see him stocking, but
I go there
during the
maybe
day,
once a month, but
I see them all hanging out in the electronics section.
by
talking to each other.
downsize the number of
Right.
your employees, you give more hours to the employees that you do have. So you're still having the same amount of hours covered,
What
the
it
same
costs-
workforce.
What costs the company more money.
Well, not if you
Of
do
course,
it right.
it will cost the company a little bit more money, but
It shouldn't if
on,
you
a,
do it right.
on a major scale, it won't cost that much more money, and they're making $13 billion in profit every fucking year.
Yeah, I've always been in the mindset.
Fucking
instead of
wham.
having 3 shitty employees, you have 2 really
it's-
good employees who
it's
you
all-
pay
it's
1.5
all about
salary.
It's
Thank
all about
you.
You know,
percentage
and they'll
to
get
me.
that job done.
Percentage.
If you hire a whole
and-
bunch of fucking scrubs, then
and
you're giving them
Walmart's
15 hours a
public-
week.
Isn't Walmart a publicly traded company?
I think so.
Yeah. which means they have a board and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're not making a certain amount,
And those board members
and
are
they'll all
making
get fired.
millions
Yeah, and
sitting on their ass.
Well, yeah,
The
that's
people-
just how the stock market works. You
that's
have
just
to
how
make,
it all works. So
make money, and if
so
you don't, they can sue you. Yeah.
So so if you're not making them an X amount of profit to go to those board members and to the stocks and all that stuff, then guess what? We're going to be trimming back some stuff, saving some money. It's just
We'll get
business
somebody else in there
101.
who will.
Yeah.
We'll get a
Like, I mean, to like suggest that they should just willy-nilly give away $1 billion on a year just to give people extra money just because.
Well, you got to do it in a way
That
that's
doesn't-
actually going to be impactful. Like they've done the numbers, and if you give everybody $1, that doesn't impact any fucking buddy. And now the company's broke and going out of business, and now all these tens of thousands of people don't have fucking jobs. So what's the trade-off there? Keep
But
people
like you
employed,
said earlier-
keep the thing financially feasible, and continue to deploy tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people worldwide. You know, it's like,
Would you rather have 10 people that bust their ass and are dedicated to your company, or 100 people that don't give two fucks about what they're doing? They only show up and clock in because they get a little paycheck out of it, but hate doing their job.
yeah, that's no question for me. But I'm not a $1 billion corporation. You know.
That's the point. They make so much money they don't give a fuck.
It comes down to the exact. It really just comes down to the bottom line. It
Yeah,
comes down
bottom
to
line,
the
cost to
P&L.
benefit ratio. No.
Otherwise, what's the point of doing it in the first place? What's the point of hiring anyone?
Obviously, they need people working in the store.
But I mean, it's like whether you have to like crunch the numbers always and make adjustments.
But Costco does it. Winco does it.
They obviously.
I've
have
noticed a lot
different-
more companies doing it and paying their employees more. In turn, get them to promote the company internally
And I
more,
can't-
get them
like,
to
we-
work hard. And,
None of us can accurately like talk on this because we don't have their profit and loss statements in front of us. We
Yeah.
don't have all the like. There's
Well,
so much
sure,
information.
Walmart's probably profiting a lot more money than Winco is, but Winco's still in business. I mean,
Well,
that's
but
plain,
just being
plain and
in-
easy to see.
But yeah, and Winco's way tinier. Like.
Probably easier to manage,
So,
I'm
so
sure,
you're
but-
saying that like, the argument is to what like when Walmart you shouldn't be as successful. Don't be successful.
I'm not saying don't be successful, but don't take advantage of people while you're getting successful.
But I mean, they're still paying like whatever the state like. There's laws in place for like state minimum wage and everything
Right.
else, right? So
I-
what are they?
national
I
minimum
get
wages
that,
and
but
stuff.
they're also taking advantage of the people in ways to be able to make sure that they're
And let's look at honestly like what type of
fucking talk.
no. What let's look at honestly what what the majority of Walmart employees look like. They look.
You say colored folk?
No, I mean I'm talking about like their skill level.
Yeah, they're
They're-
low skilled workers. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the whole thing. Or you have door greeters who are old,
And
elderly
I
people
I
or
would
disabled
think on
individuals.
going to most Wincos, I would say, well, the Winco employees seem to be slight on average. I mean, in this just generally is slightly
What up, Jeff?
higher quality workers on average, just a little bit than Walmart workers, just based on
A
generalizations.
lot of that is because the Winco workers are a lot happier too.
Yeah.
They're all. I think also Winco isn't going to put up with what some of Walmart will.
I don't even think it's necessarily about putting up with. You're right. Walmart will hire the people that nobody else will hire,
That's
but that's
my
because
point.
they want to hire people that only
And they
working
don't
10
wanna-
hours a week.
And Walmart doesn't want to hire highly qualified people.
Of course not, because they don't want to have to pay anybody
Exactly.
what they're worth.
So, but for the job at hand, do you need somebody who's overqualified and pay them more? No, you're stocking shelves and doing real basic tasks.
Well, what do you think stocking shelves is worth, honestly? Like, because everybody's talking about this $15 an hour minimum wage, but it's like in Washington, they're getting paid $10 an hour starting, almost 11. Well, at what point
That depends
is
on
picking up a
$4 an
can
hour.
and putting it on a shelf, like, what is that?
$4 an
With a
hour.
minimum worth,
$4 an hour.
I
You have
mean,
to- you have to
national,
use-
it's like, what, $5.75 or something?
Any ice cream business owner shouldn't be making more than 50 cents an hour. Yeah, there is a lot of risks involved if you're doing stock, dude. You got to use a box cutter. That's dangerous.
Well, and I know lifting is a very dangerous work. You could hurt your back. That's real.
Oh, you can.
That's real.
Yeah.
I just don't know. When you have no skills, you have no real, marketable skill. Why do you think that you should be paid continually getting raised, when you're not continually advancing yourself?
I don't. I don't. I am not for the $15 an hour minimum wage thing.
So what do you think about those Walmart employees who have been in the position working as a stalker or door greeter for
Cut
7 years?
out
Who are
half of the Walmart employees that aren't worth shit.
So all
and
door
keep the
greeters,
ones that-
all.
Well,
I mean, right?
Yeah.
A door greeter.
I think that's the failure.
Who fucking
of the
needs
store.
that?
Then you're over. Then you're not gonna have enough staff there to cover when like.
Bullshit! I just explained. You cut out 200 people that are working 10 hours a week and keep the 50 good people.
What up, Jeff?
And give them 40 hours a week.
But
Your hours are still covered.
but not really. Reason being is like.
Oh my
you're
God!
gonna
You still have the
busi-
same number of employees at the store at any given time.
How would you? There's times when it's way busier where so like when I've managed like food restaurants, there's times where you have lots of employees that may only work 2 hours a night or 3 hours a night. Like when I worked in pizza, for example, there's like a dinner
During the
rush.
rush
right?
hour.
Okay.
So you need a lot more employees to cover the workload for that 2 hour period. Then you can't just you can't get rid of them and hire one person.
Not all of them, but you can't on a large scale like Walmart. Absolutely could.
No, you couldn't. There's not
Oh
enough.
my God! Shut the fuck up.
There's not enough. There's not enough for busy times during rushes when people are shopping the most.
What is a Walmart busy time?
Probably after the
6, 7, 8. I
yeah,
imagine.
6, 7, 8 that
Evening.
time,
People
yeah.
on their way home.
I
Grabbing
mean, it
dinners
looks
and
like
things.
it's from noon till 9 p.m. to me.
Noon
But
time. Yeah. I don't
Obviously,
know.
we don't have like the traffic.
they don't.
data
You're not
statistics.
dealing with a dinner rush at Walmart.
No, not
So
dinner
your
rush, but
comparison
after
is
work.
fucking asinine.
Yeah, after
but
work
after
on your way
work,
home, grabbing
when people
groceries.
after
People
work.
are there all fucking day long. What are you
Yes,
talking
but
about?
I guarantee you, there's peak
You
times.
can't guarantee me this because you don't have the fucking numbers.
There's a peak time somewhere. There has to be.
Okay, you figure that out.
Give me 2 seconds. Because I don't know, honestly.
It wouldn't make sense to not be a peak time somewhere.
First of the month.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
and there's going to be
first-
busier
first bit.
days of the year and everything else. So you couldn't. You have to have a ton of part-time employees for any kind of business.
You don't have to have a ton. I understand you do have to have some part-time employees that can compensate for your busier hours.
But Walmart's a large place, a large area to cover. You have how many checking lanes? 40 in an average Walmart, probably.
Probably not, but you obviously don't
Thir-
shop at Walmart very much.
30 to 40 somewhere in there.
Maybe 15.
Total lanes.
Yeah.
Available.
Yeah.
There's way more than 15.
No.
Probably like 40.
with
Yes.
with the
Meaning
self-checkout.
With self-checkout. There's
Probably more with self-checkout. I think most of them have like 30 or something standard, and then bigger
yeah,
stores get more.
there's a lot.
I'm gonna say maybe 25.
Anyway, you have all those. Then you have all the departments. You have a couple people in electronics. You have.
Okay, so here's what the peak thing
I bet
goes.
you at any
It
given
hits
time
around
there's.
5
Yeah, only
o'clock.
3 workers in those lanes.
Yeah, around 5 o'clock, and then pretty much.
Oh
two
yeah,
person.
that's a good way to look it up. Yeah, there's actual peak times and down times. So during certain times, during certain days.
I can't see it from. What is it?
It's about 5 o'clock is the peak.
Yeah, but it's still pretty fucking consistent.
It
I mean, there is
all day
definite
ramps
peak,
up.
but it's not
Yeah,
like a
so-
hard peak.
But that's what I was thinking,
But certain
after-
times a day, you're not
after
gonna
work.
like. Why would you have? You would have a lot more people during this time frame.
Right.
And then down here, you'd have, like, obviously in the middle of the night, you're going to have a quote-unquote skeleton crew.
Right.
Stalkers.
So there is going to be a peak time in that. Like, if you've managed a restaurant or anything that has to do with...
You're trying to get. What is the peak window on that?
It was
3
5 o'clock,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's
No, like what I just said, after work.
I said window dip. Fuck. Do you know what that means
3,
in business talk?
Yeah, I do. A window of space.
Not 1 fucking hour, dummy.
Well,
Go sell some fucking ice cream.
probably like 3 to 8 is like the biggest influx.
So you've got like a 5-hour window, 5-hour area. It's a lot different than a restaurant. A lot
definitely.
different.
Restaurants are pretty rapid. It'll be like a 2-hour window
2 hour.
or something
Yeah,
like
so
that.
5
it's
hours and 2
expanded
hours is a big
It's
difference.
expanded a couple hours, but Walmart's also a 24-hour thing.
Right, and when you're
So
talking
you-
on a major scale, it makes a huge difference.
But you still couldn't have like just 2 people working those part-time jobs.
and I didn't fucking say that, did
It
I?
would still be a considerable
Your mind is so
percentage.
fucking small sometimes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We could argue over this all day, bro. I got nothing but time.
I love being the referee for this. This is great.
I got nothing but
The
time.
impartial judge on the side.
Nothing but time. You're obviously not understanding what I'm trying to say. I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. We're at a stalemate. What do you want to do with your pawn and your rook? Because I'm waiting for a checkmate, motherfucker. This is what happens when Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump try to get into a conversation. Undead, thanks for hanging out. Jeff said, first of the month. Heidi said, you're not doing a good job of making your point, Duce, but I know what you're getting at. Jeff in the box said, and only 3 workers at those lanes. Yes. Heidi said maybe they should do a better job at cross-training so in downtimes they can go merchandise.
That's also true, yeah.
Absolutely true. Which, if they did a better job of giving their employees more tasks to do, they could probably justify paying them a little more, and they wouldn't have to hire so many people.
Well, it'd be great if they would
I'd
do something
rather-
like that, hire them for like an area, like you're in automotive, but if you start learning electronics and childcare and all
Right.
the other sections, will pay you more, you know? Or
The problem is with their employees, they will pull somebody from an area and put them in another area, but they don't want to pay them anymore. And now somebody's forced with, if it's a little bit slow in your area, you have to go overcompensate because we hired some dipshits to work this area.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to go do their work for them, even though they got paid to do that job.
Yeah.
You have to go do that job too. That's the structure problem that I see. They have a whole bunch of people working 10 hours a week that don't give 2 fucks about the company. They don't give 2 shits about anything productivity-wise. And then you've got a very small handful of people who are having to overcompensate for the dumb fucks and the lackeys. And it's absolutely an unfair system. But yet the
Yeah.
people at the top of the food chain are making $13 billion profit a year.
Yeah, and the whole thing is we could get much better results if people had a little bit of vested interest. You gave them stock options for the corporation, or you let them start buying their, the area that they're living, their property, so they feel a sense of like ownership, and then they would have pride and
And that
want
would
to take
make
care
a
of
huge
it.
difference. It would make an absolute huge difference.
It's like those small things can have the hugest impacts on people just because they feel like they have control of their situation more, or they have ability to grow through a corporation, or like the harder I work, the more my stock grows because of my own influence. So that, like I
Right.
said, there's that sense of, ownership truly. So I think that we just got to push things like that, just things that make sense and help benefit everybody, because that's going to make these billionaires more money overall anyways.
And that's essentially the big picture.
Yeah.
The big picture of it all. And you got to think, if Walmart alone is profiting $13 to $15 billion on an annual basis, how much, that's their personal company profit, how much are they paying their executives at the top of the food chain, their board of directors?
Yeah.
Like Shawn was saying, they have a board that makes these decisions. How much are those board members getting?
A lot.
But they're also making these decisions to make cuts that are affecting, that shit flows downhill.
Yeah,
The trickle-down system.
But they're also the people who are keeping the company profitable, making money, so they can give money to the employees.
I understand that.
They have a huge.
Obviously, I'm not saying that they need the same wages that the top Walmart manager makes.
Yeah.
They're worth a lot more than that. But really, how much is everybody worth? And if you give people a reason to feel like they're worth more, their productivity is going to be way higher.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Unless
100%.
somebody's just a dipshit, and that dipshit, you just cut them loose. You let them go.
Yeah.
If somebody's comfortable being a bottom feeder, let them be a bottom feeder.
That's why I'm about this universal basic income. If somebody wants to be a scrub and sit at home all day and do nothing, let them. Quit
Do you
trying to
think-
force them to be in the workplace and fuck over everybody else.
I don't disagree, but if we hand everybody $1,000 a month, is that going to?
I think it's
I
going to
wanna say it's
alleviate
gonna-
more problems than it's going to create. I do, genuinely.
I want to say it's going to motivate people.
Well, just think about how many people we know who just need a little bit of help. That mom who's struggling just needs to make her car payment, just
Right.
needs to make rent. Or that guy who wants to go back to school, but he just can't afford to fucking pay his rent, or you do both at the same time. He hadn't figured out the loan structure or whatever. I feel like there's more people like that than dirty scrubs who want to take advantage of the system. And even the people who are taking advantage of the system, I feel like a lot of it is because they just don't have the means to sit at home or the means to do whatever drug that they want to do. And so in lieu of that, they go out and steal cans out of people's yards or break into houses.
Jeff said you don't need an employee for every customer, though. Biggz is right. You only need so many employees for a grocery store. So many people are trained in different areas and can jump to the register if needed.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if you're running your store right, yes. But Walmart has a lot of people that can't even touch a cash register for various reasons. Heidi Hot says, absolutely. The stat is 10% of the hired help does a greater majority of the work. I forgot the stat. I'll try to find it. And then she said, LOL, wow, universal income has proven not to work. Get some better job skills.
I mean, I'm all about getting more skills, but like we've talked about before, there's a certain sect of people who aren't going to work. They're not going to do anything. They're going to be a burden on the system. And so I'd rather limit their ability to take advantage of the welfare system, limit them to the fixed income,
right,
versus having them exploit and take advantage of and loophole this. And
or those people that are working 5 hours a week wherever just so they can make a little bit of income, give them $1,000 so they don't go and infiltrate the job market. Give those jobs to people that are actually going to do a decent job.
Like learn the skills, improve themselves, better the communities.
Sean, what do you think?
Nothing.
Sean, do you want me to apologize?
Nope.
Do you want me to get you a fluffer?
I would like a fluff girl.
Who said girl?
That's what else is a fluffer?
Matt Lowe?
Yeah, fluff girl.
Now Heidi said, what the fuck? Sean's mad. I understand. I apologize, Sean. Sorry I made you mad.
What's next?
If you don't remember her name in the morning, take her to Starbucks. I get it. I just saw that posted on a meme. Do you get it?
I don't.
If you don't remember her name
kidding.
in the morning, take her to Starbucks.
Yeah. So they write it on the cup.
So they write it on the cup.
Yeah.
Aha.
Obviously.
That's genius.
Genius. I was going to say, Heidi, where has it been proven that universal basic income doesn't work? Because from what I've seen, I think it's we're talking about like the Sweden experiment or whatever. It didn't totally fall through. It wasn't like totally, not viable. I think that it's a combination effect, and especially when we're talking about a much larger group of individuals here in America, a much larger number of people. We got to do something huge. We got to do something that's going to really be impactful. At this point, just letting hundreds of thousands of Americans remain jobless and impoverished and people living under bridges and stuff.
Well,
it ain't working.
especially right now with this government shutdown. I mean,
that's a whole nother fucking
what's it going to take to reverse the financial impact that this government shutdown is having?
Immediately dropping the shutdown, getting everybody their retroactive pay so they can start making their fucking payments as quickly as possible and not have to incur more like interest on debts and things. And then, pretty much apologize. And I don't know how it's the whole wall situation. Is it really a national security? If you have some information that we don't, that really propels it into a national security spotlight, then nigga throw up the wall, declare a national state of emergency and do it. If not, quit being a fucking biggity bitch and get people their fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Luckily here in Washington, it sounds like people aren't going to be hungry. They've figured out whatever with the government programs to where welfare is going out and food benefit or monetary benefits are going out to people.
A lot of states have. Apparently, everybody got their food stamps now for like the next month and a half because they just decided we're just going to do this just in case. We don't know how long this shutdown's going to last.
Oh, like they gave it in advance, everybody money?
That's what I was told that first. The first report I saw was everybody got a way lesser amount than they were supposed to get.
Yeah.
But now it's like they took a month and a half. For the next month and a half, they gave them this like over the last few days. So I don't understand the whole.
Yeah, I'd have to look into it more. I just know that one chick who I know who's on benefits right now with her kids was like, breathed a huge sigh of relief and was like, money's cool for next month at least. We know we're eating. So I was happy to hear that for at least Washington. We're taking care of the people that we need to take care of.
California, I think, has made the commitment to extend insurance benefits to any federal employees out of
Nice.
California budget instead of federal budget, which Trump specifically told them not to. So now he's talking about some lawsuits against some states for going against his word.
Which is a fucking joke. I mean,
Yeah, I don't understand how
PayPal
that's
did
gonna
something
happen.
similar. They extended everybody, like benefit and coverage. We're not going to charge you late fees on things for something like 15, 20 days or something. Like, I'm glad that a lot of American companies are stepping up and saying, we don't want to punish the American people because of things outside of their control, Especially people
Right.
who are supposed to have, like, the most secure jobs in the country, our federal employees. It's hurtful to see all of our fucking federal employees going into debt and missing payments and about to be evicted from their houses and stuff. It really puts into perspective, who's safe? Not the federal employees, not the middle, man, not the fucking us at the bottom. At any point, they
Right,
could just pull the rug
right.
out from under any of us and just say, you fucked. It's really a sad state of affairs. But I am also glad that Trump is showing all of these weaknesses, in the Constitution, in the presidency, in just our government system.
He definitely, a lot of stuff that should be exposed is being exposed.
Right.
And
Well, it's just a matter of time before I think we have some sort of national vote to revamp the system or something. And I don't think that we should go against the framework. I think we got a great framework, but I think that we really need to make some adjustments around how this system operates. And the fact that we can all weigh in, on a moment's notice, I think should have something to say about it.
Right.
And I don't necessarily think it should be like in Facebook, but there should be something on the first Google page where you can go get on and everybody can vote pretty easy. You get on there with your license or your social security number and some whatever, your tax information maybe, your IRS forms, and boom, you can just vote that easy. And then I think it would really kind of shape the way that the nation progresses because more people would be voting. It'd be a lot easier for people
wouldn't
who
that
are
be
in
nice?
low income areas who can't make it to like voter registration places.
I think we should change the name to POTR registration.
POTR, I'm down. POTUS.
And we are essentially voting for the POTUS, right?
That's true.
I'm trying to find. So everybody knows that there's this viral video going around of the Native American
Yeah.
guy. Apparently, there's a new video that's not cut, and it shows the boys being harassed by a
him?
group of Black Lives Matters people first.
Instigating the whole thing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
kinda. So the kid's mom has come out and said that black Muslims made him do this to the Native American. But then there's another report of the boys that were sitting there and the Native American approaches them. Regardless, I don't know how to be constructive about this. I'm just going to say it. That little kid needs his fucking smirk slapped off, in my opinion.
That's most people in this country. Everybody's
my
gotten
opinion.
way too fucking comfortable. They think they
Yes.
can run their mouths and shit because nobody allows kids to get their asses whooped no more. Nobody allows. And you really can't because you never know who has a gun or a knife or whatever. It's just a different climate that we live in. But yeah, everybody's scared to catch that ass whooping. I mean, they said it on Friday, Scared to catch an ass whooping, so everybody pulls out a gun and would rather throw bullets. Bunch of pussies.
God, I wish I could find this. CNN actually interviewed Phillips, the Native American that was involved in this.
Yeah, and it was real sad. He cried and, talked about how they took care of their elders and how the Native Americans would never do this. And I couldn't only, help but kind of chuckle a little bit. It's like, weren't you the same group of people who were like cannibalizing each other a little bit? And like the Native Americans weren't it wasn't
depends.
like all sunshine and lollipops like they like to try to make it out to be. Like we was just chilling over here
I think
until white people showed up and fucked it all up. It's like, y'all was eating each other and shit too. We were sacrificing each other and throwing people down pyramid steps. Like,
Doesn't that
let's
depend
not.
on what tribe they're from, though?
A lot of tribes. It wasn't just the Incans or the
Okay.
Aztec. Like this was like widespread. This was pretty prevalent. Not cannibalism necessarily, but there was different groups of cannibals all over America at that time.
Really dangerous situation, There's like.
I know we're not supposed to show this, but
Why? Can't show them.
Angry
That's a CNN
at
thing.
Somebody else, and I put myself in front of that, and all of a sudden I'm the one who's all that anger and wanting to have the freedom to just rip me apart, you know, that was scary. I'm a Vietnam times veteran, and I know that mentality of there's enough of us, we can do this.
Then Phillips describes the tense moments now being replayed over and over again online when a young man got right in his face. Watch.
When I started going forward and that massive groups of people started separating and moving aside to allow me to move out of the way or to proceed, this young fella put himself in front of me and wouldn't move. And so I could, if I took another step, I would be putting my person into his presence, into his space, and I would have touched him, and that would have been the thing that the group of people would have needed to spring on me.
I think this is hilarious because that's that same smug look that most liberals have whenever they're like blocking a college campus or something from some speaker. They're like, yes, very accomplished, aren't I?
I think most liberals are screaming stupid shit when they're blocking.
There too. That's what I'm saying. At least this kid was just standing there, smug and happy, and not assaulting anybody, not screaming in his face like an asshole, not with an air horn or anything stupid. He's just standing there. Like that was less offensive than most of the dumb shit I've seen liberals do. So I'm kind of confused. And I want to see. Can we see the other videos that led up to it?
That's what I was trying to find in the first place.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd be real interested. Oh bullshit! A Jared Kushner wannabe. Who, me? I think I'm offended. I think your mom just called me.
Oh no, talking about the kid.
Oh, thank God.
That kid.
Thank God.
The thing that questions me the most about this whole situation is
how offensive his big ass earlobes are.
How many times did you watch that video?
Which one?
With the kid? The kid?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Almost every single one of those kids behind him are wearing either a Trump hat or a Trump sweatshirt. Yeah. Every single one of them.
MAGA hats, yeah. What?
But this is supposed to be a school rally.
Why is what? I don't understand. What's
the story, the context behind why all those kids were at the Lincoln Memorial? They were there for some school spirit thing.
Yeah.
So they were chanting school pride and you know school songs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they all getting all of this Trump gear?
I mean, where was this at? This was
on the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah, but I mean, which state was it in?
Washington D.C. Where the Lincoln Memorial is.
Oh duh. But where did the kids come from? Were they all DC students as well?
They all go to Covington private school. It's a Catholic school in Washington D.C.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just assume that they must
This was a chaperone event, and all the chaperones were even laughing at this event.
Yeah, I was gonna say it must just be a bunch of Republicans and that was why I was trying to ask, like, where are they from exactly? Because it just must be a red state.
Oh,
yeah,
they're from
Kentucky.
And
that's what I thought. I didn't think they were from DC, which makes more sense. But yeah, I mean, it's just so there's Republicans and Democrats. This happened to be a group of Republicans there at the Lincoln Memorial during that time, and it's just bad timing, you know.
Oh, they were from Kentucky, but at a pro-life rally. So that's why they were all making MAGA shit, wearing MAGA shit.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Like I said, context matters. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
God, where is this? How come I can't find it now?
Liberal media doesn't make it easy for you. Anything that goes against the status quo is real hard.
Yeah, this is frustrating.
Yeah, I'd be really.
I still want to slap the kid though.
No, I mean, still, I don't care, liberal, Republican, conservative, anybody who has that look of smugness on their face deserves to be slapped, regardless of the reason. Nobody should be that happy.
That's what I'm trying
to
find, Heidi. I'm trying to find the whole video. Oh shit, there's a. a 1 hour and 46-minute video. I'm not trying to play that.
Oh, I mean, I agree. They had no right to go and whatever, get in that guy's face or whatever, but that's exactly what happens all over the place when people are protesting and then somebody opposite their protest shows up, they get up in their face. That's pretty normal. Just go to Portland for any one of their protests and be like not
see what the Proud Boys.
Not the progressive, yeah. you ain't getting anywhere down there. It sucks. I mean, it really does that we can't do what we do here and just have adult conversations about things, even if we disagree, be able to, hash it out, even if it gets a little heated, and then at the end still be friends, walk away and, shake hands and hug and giggle. And I just don't understand why we can't have these tough conversations,
Heidi said 1 hour 10 minutes into that video.
And the one that you just linked?
Damn, it was 2 hours worth of video for that event?
Well, there's a lot of this that...
I'd be interested to go and watch the whole thing, just kind of get like...
Yeah, you know what, I'm going to...
You gonna get punished. Get too close, your ass gonna get punished.
I hear some knuckles.
I'm going to put the link to the whole video in the chat, even though we probably shouldn't, but oh well.
It wasn't smug. See, now I'm interested to know what the lead up was, because I feel
that
like
look
this
on
might
that
have been
kid's face was definitely a smug.
It was
look on
smug,
his
but
face.
why? But why was it smug? Was it a justified something?
I tell you that much. Look it up. Look, now they come back. Now they come. Look, he took his hat off. Now they come back. You crackers are some slivery ass bastards. Yeah, you better keep your distance. See these demons out? They vicious, ain't they? The Lord said, by with fire and his sword, he's going to plead with all flesh. That's how the Lord is coming. Your white Jesus is not in the Bible. There's no such thing as a white Jesus.
That's true.
This ain't the Christ of the Bible. So when we speak like this, it's because, and you think we're crazy, it's because you believe in a faggot child molester.
Wait.
That's the problem.
Aren't you guys Muslim? Don't you guys believe in a dude who married a 6-year-old and then had sex with her at 9? Oh no.
I don't think, are they Muslim?
Muhammad? I don't know.
Hey Leslie, you take your dusty ass somewhere and lay down. Cause we ain't talking to you anyway, Jaffet. The Lord ain't playing with y'all. Y'all think it's a game.
Yeah.
It's time
the thing
to
is,
repent.
most people don't know shit about religion. It's pretty grotesque.
They got this bastard up. Your Catholic church ain't teaching you the truth because they got this church.
It shows a dream or somebody has a dream or prophesied this white man on a horse, the Indian man on one side, and a black man on the other side.
A fucking Arab Jew is a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair. Nigga, that don't make a lick of sense.
That's a native man in the call that number. I'll give you the scriptures in Ecclesiastes. You need to tell him to tell these Indian people that.
Yeah, like dark brown hair, but he is still depicted as a white man with like, I want to say kind of brownish eyes.
They've been lying. They never upholded one peace treaty.
Fucking crackers.
Now one peace treaty.
Today's also National Hug Day.
They broke every peace treaty. They broke every agreement.
That's weird that you'd put that on MLK Day. Try to go hug a nigga on National Hug Day. What up, nigga? Back up. Back up, cracker. I don't feel safe today.
Shawn's really mad. He's not even commenting on how bad that video person is shooting this video.
It is pretty piss poor. All out of focus.
Check this out. This is the way the so-called white man got this land. Go ahead.
By standing around aimlessly?
But war was in his heart. War was in the so-called white man's heart. Just like today. Go ahead. His words were softer than oil.
You know what this video reminds me of?
Softer than oil.
That's about the same number of people that was at Trump's inauguration.
That's not even funny. That's like not even
That's right. That's right. But you got
Is that Method Man?
to think that this white man is gonna uphold the agreement,
METHOD.
the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. Yo, why you being an asshole?
Soon as you
man?
touch my shit, your ass
being
going
an
down.
asshole, man?
You going down. You get
Why
too
you being
close.
an asshole?
Get too
asshole.
close.
You being an asshole.
Get too close. Your ass gonna be laid out. Get too close. You peckerwood ass bastard.
What you spending?
Is it the dude on the wheel?
Yeah.
You wanna be pressed? You wanna be that pressed? Get too close. Your ass gonna be laid out. You damn peckerwood.
You a damn bozo. This is
Now,
the
what if
reason
that
why
guy was saying
I bet
you
you
calling
he's a
them the
dumbass
N-word?
Puerto Rican.
That's what I'm saying.
I bet you
can't.
a
I mean,
These double negatives are fucking.
It's confusing as
Horseshit.
fuck, right?
And I can speak
Zero
about Puerto
consistency.
Ricans,
But that's
you
part of
looking at
reparations.
one.
That's the one thing we actually got. We didn't get financial compensation, but we got the ability to say the fuck we want to white people.
Was smoother than butter. Butter, go
Call you
ahead.
guys crackers and peckerwoods and honkies and anything we want.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Call this nigga one time, we beat the dog shit out of you.
Yet
Call him
when
claim
they
racism the whole
drawn
time.
swords,
Officer, he
when they
called me a
came to
negro.
America and they
Oh, I
came
did spend
with
15
their
minutes berating him and calling him a
after
cracker, a
you
honky,
showed
a
them
peckerwood.
what a turkey
Right.
was, after you
Colonizer, every
civilized
fucking
these
derogatory
dogs.
name I could
Double
think of.
standards should really
As
piss
soon
me
as
off.
you
After
get
you
too close, I'm gonna
civilized
tear his ass up. Where my other staff at?
Other staff? What are you gonna bow staff this nigga? Fucking Donatello over here?
You seen that blue staff? Huh? Yeah. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna whack the fuck out of his ass. Let him
What
get
you
too
said?
close.
Yeah, he about
Tear his
to
ass
do
up.
some violent
You
shit.
think I'm playing? I'm about to whack the fuck out of this dude.
Follow me, everything is
Member.
Member, thanks for the follow.
I remember.
Put a red hat on this Republican. Put a red hat on this Republican. And let me not just get on the Republicans because the Democrats ain't no better. There was more black and Hispanic people locked up during the Clinton era than any other president. But you so-called blacks and Hispanics got
Because
the
it's the president
nerve
that decides
to
who
call Bill
does and
Clinton
doesn't get
your
locked up.
first black president. You out your
Plus,
mind.
niggas are committing a
Why?
lot of
Because you got
crimes.
a
Any
little
black
hand
folk
on?
and Mexican folk that got locked up during the Clinton administration.
Look at Esau. Look at the demons.
This is
Vicious
why
crowd.
you consider him to be
They
your
love that
first
drama.
president. That's why you fell for the words that was smoother than butter.
Leslie, shut your ass up.
And look what Bill Clinton, look what the Clintons did to Haiti. They sucked the blood out of Haiti.
That's right.
What happened in Haiti? What happened to the money that American Red Cross was giving Haiti? Where is it at now? Haiti still ain't got no hope. Haiti still ain't got no help. Y'all want to pray for Paris? To hell with your stupid Paris.
That's right.
Somebody needs to
You
take a
want
compilation.
us to pray for all your
That's what I'm saying. How come we haven't seen any of this shit?
Yeah.
You owe Haiti reparations.
It ain't
Haiti
fulfilling
kicked the
somebody's
French's ass.
narrative.
And what happened? Except our people. Why
Nigga, do you need a lozenge? I feel like your throat should probably hurting after.
Well, haven't you heard that, right?
METHOD.
Yeah, and I see him constantly with lozenges.
The Most High cast your spirit down. I pray to- That's how much we love you. The feeling is mutual.
Seriously, got it, sir.
The feeling is mutual. That's
You
how
sound
much
like
we
Tony
love
Montana
you.
right there.
We do
The
love you.
feeling is mutual.
Say hello.
Love us. The feeling is damn mutual. Why you not
Hey, soon as he get soon as he
only time that it
goddamn dog, get rid of your lights.
Y'all sound like a bunch of dogs. A bunch of hyenas. Yeah, a bunch of dogs. A bunch of hyenas.
You incited.
But see, there's a reason why. There's a reason why y'all outnumber us and y'all keep y'all distance. There's a reason for that. You know why? Because you don't see the angels around us. You don't see angels around us. You couldn't touch us if you wanted to. You couldn't touch us if you wanted to. You don't see the angels around us.
I don't.
You worship blasphemy We got angels that are black for us. We don't see stuff.
Why does that look like Ice Cube right there? On the fan by. He is so angry. That nigga needs a hug.
Hey.
Shawn, we go out there and film this shit.
Look at this foolie. Get no more the first person that he said the Hebrew life. Look at this head.
Good, I like it.
Put a brawl! Hey, listen. This is that was some real
Hey, do y'all understand who the real caveman is now?
You nigga,
understand
look at your
who the real
teeth.
caveman is now?
Look at your beard.
And guess what?
We got razors,
surrounded and they
friend.
won't do a damn thing. Look at this.
Do you realize the hypocrisy? Boy, you look like you are homeless. You
Bold
look like
as
you
a
came out
lion.
the cave with Obama. Or Obama.
Bold as a
Osama.
lion. Look at these.
Also Obama.
See that?
The dude in the Rossi cap.
See that?
He looks like the guy that was running the store in Baton.
See that?
Well, why does he keep doing it? He
See that?
insists on having his camera and ankle on.
I don't know.
And when you see
Why
us,
is that, Shawn? Is it like a perspective?
It's five of
like
us.
bottom up thing?
look at this. There's five of us and they got us surrounded, King. Look at this garbage.
All praises to Yahweh.
Like a kid or something, or like a
That's
female
right.
looking at a man or something. Like
Anytime
That's
there's a
right.
Ja
Look at
Rule
these
video, the
sea of
camera was
deep.
way,
Hey, look.
way down there.
Look out.
But they don't see the angel.
Look at this,
Get them. Get this crap.
Look at this shit.
Wait, who say the pull-up boys? Yo. Who say the pull-up boys don't pull out and turn it up? That's shit for Lord.
Hey, I'm turning up with Esau. Esau on this caveman thing. I'm turning up. I'm turning up. Cause you know what? You dirty bastards better be ready. You better be ready.
Now,
Look at Esau.
I don't understand the argument of the black dudes were
You said
antagonizing
what?
the white kids, though, because it sure looks like the black dudes were there way before the white kids showed.
Yeah, but
And the
who's
white-
antagonizing who?
See how much they
The white people
respect
haven't
you,
yelled
Israel?
shit at the niggas yet.
I
Look
bet
all-
they were.
all
We
these
just didn't
Americans-
hear it. Like, look,
They're filming
Go
the
ahead,
whole
what you say?
time. Well, have you heard anything derogatory
That's
come
right.
from that
Here come
crowd
Gad.
of people yet?
Here come
Not
Gad.
yet. And here comes the Indian man.
Here come Gad.
So they're already primed and ready to go because the niggas have been doing
Look at
stuff.
that Make America Great Again hat.
And then this dude.
Look
walks
at the
in.
hats.
I
Look
feel
at
like
the
this
hats.
is just bad timing.
We ain't taking. Look, we not taking. Look at Gad. That's right, Gad. Look at Gad.
Where'd the Indian dude come from?
They're doing high school series.
Yeah, like they were already
Gad
singing
not
and dancing.
playing.
Like
He
this
came
had
to the
nothing to
rescue.
do with the Indian dude at all.
No, I get that. No, I'm talking about the
Our elder
those
right
white
there.
dudes came over there.
Look at him.
The high school kids were there after the black preachers.
Yes.
And I guarantee, like you saw them rolling the bottle at their feet. There was,
Well, that fell when the black
couldn't
dude
hear what
opened
was
something.
going on because the phone that is recording
Yeah, y'all
from
better
sucks
not
ass,
touch it.
But
Y'all better not
they
touch
came
him.
over there to watch and make a mockery of the black preachers.
I mean, well, they should have. With the shit that they were yelling some belligerent, dumbass shit.
That's true. But that falls under freedom of speech, doesn't it?
Yes, that's why you should be able to. That's why I don't understand what the issue is.
Hey.
Why they shouldn't be able
Now they
to
gonna join in, huh?
yell at bad ideas. You can yell whatever bad idea you want loudly, but I should be able to equally as loudly come and yell that it's dumb.
Calm all
You're
these
full of
spirits
shit.
right down.
Yeah, Gad's serious with it, ain't
Gad's
he?
serious with it. He calm all these spirits right down.
Yeah, I just can't believe the Indian dude.
That's
like
right.
They're blowing it up into
Native
like
American.
Getting demonic. He calm all that
Indian,
down.
First Nation.
Say that
Not
again,
from
King.
India.
All this spirits getting demonic.
Ooh.
God came through and calm all these spirits down.
That's right.
Not Quebec, not Dublin.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Come
Gad
again.
stepped in
Not that
front
one.
of us too, huh?
Somebody's in trouble today.
MLK Day, I get a
Maybe
pass.
the reparations.
Look how they mock. Sir's mockery. With they
High school kids
Make
to
America
honor
Great
the
Again
racist
hat.
bullshit.
Serious mockery. Look at
And
that.
that's still antagonizing. I mean, you have freedom of speech to stand and preach
That's
whatever
right.
you want. If somebody's going to try to stem you, that's them making a mockery of you. They were the antagonists.
You had a native rally with "Make
Kids,
America
you think?
Great Again" hats.
I don't understand how.
Because these black folk had the freedom of speech. They didn't have to come over there and try to overpower them with their high school chants.
I don't think they really came over to like necessarily overpower them.
That's what it looked like to me. Like,
I mean, if they did,
like
they
I
would've
said, we don't
circled
know what
them.
these little jerks said, but obviously there's a lot of cocky testosterone in that bunch.
Yeah. But I mean, they said they were on a field trip or something. They probably got done with whatever area they were and were walking around looking at all the monuments. And while they were there, these assholes were screaming dumb, belligerent shit about Christians, which, if they're fucking Republicans, probably most of them are Christian kids too.
They're from a Catholic school.
They're from a Catholic
That's
school.
right.
So it's like, they probably came over to be like, well,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's your opinion. Ours is, you know, Judeo-Christian, whatever, fuck you, this and that. And it just kind of escalated into this. I don't
That's
think
right.
Indian, Native American, First Nation, whatever the fuck you want to call it, brown ass, had anything to do with it. I think that was just a bad timing, bad situation, you know, that kind of manifested out.
Kids and adults, it does not fucking matter. If you're going to be ignorant and try to get in the middle of some confrontation, they chose to do it. Just because they're high school kids doesn't give them a pass to do something ignorant.
They're almost 18, they're almost adults. They should be held responsible for their actions just like any other adult.
Of course, they shop around and see.
Well, it's like their teachers are there with them, chaperones, whoever, so it's like, they're cool with it too.
It's a whole bunch of just stupid shit.
No, it doesn't, Heidi. You can say it does all you want, but if these kids on some high school field trip, a pro-life field trip nonetheless, isn't there supposed to be a separation of church and state? Why are school kids getting
No,
involved?
not a Catholic school, not at all. Absolutely not.
If they don't get any government funds, but if they're completely 100%
They're a Catholic
independently financed,
The separation of church and state only comes to like law processes. They're not probably as a Catholic school accepting any government funds. It's all private, and so they don't have to follow any of that shit.
right? And that's what I'm saying. If they're not getting any public funds, you're right. They can do whatever they want. But the point is, look at this group of testosterone little pricks.
They'll probably be running our Senate.
Yeah.
Kavanaugh's
Where's the
all
moms
up in
and
there.
dads?
I saw one meme that showed Kavanaugh.
They're gonna all
20-year challenge or whatever, and then showed the kid.
Their parents are so proud of them, they're going to go teach them how to boost a beer over the weekend.
Kegs, sir. Kegs.
Adult approached and accosted a child. Did you see a child get accosted in any video?
Several in this one.
In this one?
Yeah, these are all kids, and all the adults are getting in their face and threatening violence with them, threatening to hit them with a stick and shit. Those are adults talking to children.
I think the black when he was threatening to hit somebody with a stick, it was the kid on the wheel, on the wheelboard.
That's still a kid.
I don't think it was. Didn't you? He had a fucking helmet on. He had a riot mask on, bro.
Oh, he may not have been with them. I thought he was.
No, I don't think he was with them.
If he wasn't, then that's something completely different. But I thought he was one of the kids.
I don't
He was young
think
enough. Then I could be wrong. I thought he was with the kids. But even still, they're the only ones threatening violence. The kids aren't. The dude on the thing wasn't.
Look, man, if I was one of these preachers, I would feel threatened right now. That's just me.
You were one of the black kids?
Yeah.
Why would you feel threatened?
By the number of kids that are fucking surrounding me trying to antagonize me.
I mean, how they? I wouldn't feel threatened at all. They haven't done anything violent. They haven't made a violent gesture. They haven't screamed violent anything.
He said, "This racist. What the hell is all this?"
I mean, I would be nervous
What the
just
hell?
because of
What
the
the
number
hell
of
is
people.
you see
I mean,
a
that's
crackers
honest,
would make
but
America great?
they're not doing anything violent. They're
Yeah,
recording
he's
them.
a cracker. He's a cracker. All of you crackers.
Oh, they're gonna call him.
One black.
They're gonna call one black man.
This is the group
Y'all
right
got-
here that's right in
y'all
front
got
of the camera.
one
Those are
nigga
the
in the
kids that
crowd,
aren't
huh?
the cool kids, 'cause they can't figure out
One
what to pay
nigga,
their
huh?
attention to.
Right? Well, like you said, let them use the N-bomb one time, and then niggas would be cracking dome sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems night and day different to me. You know?
how
They're
many-
not being
how-
violent. They're
and
not
I'm gonna
being
say a pause
derogatory.
moment.
They're not being
Oh,
antagonistic.
come on.
They're just
Come
being
on,
kids.
shorty. Come
Which is
on,
more,
shorty.
I could say, than I would be. Because 18,
Come
I was
on,
antagonistic.
I absolutely agree with that. That Native American dude didn't have to march directly
Into the group of kids? Yeah. A group of kids that was already fired up and
There's
dancing.
plenty of room there for everybody to have their own little groups. And
That's
you know,
right.
One side should be like, we got spirit. Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you? And just go back and forth all fucking day. I don't care about that.
That's what I was hoping for. When the kids started dancing and doing anything.
Oh, y'all got one hole. You see that? You see that? But we're racist. But we're the racists.
Yeah,
Ain't that
you're calling them
so?
honkies and crackers
Ain't that
and
so?
picklewoods.
This is the
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Hey, this is the face right now. This is the face of America. I don't shake your hand.
Look, y'all step back, man. Just step back a little bit.
I don't shake your hand.
We respect the dialogue. Just step back. Keep y'all distance, man.
Yo, if I had, when you went to shake my hand, if I had a bounty in my hand, I would throw it at you like Trump. I go like this to you. I do it like that. Now water. You gotta send that. Oh, you got Trump water? You got Trump water?
Yeah, but if
What
you're a
is
teacher
right?
or a leader,
What does the Trump water taste like? Incest?
do you really want them to be
Tastes like
subject to whatever
incest?
these preachers say? Look, let's go to the Father. You guys don't
I
need to
don't know
listen
their
to this
mindset.
bullshit.
Maybe they think they might be able to come and challenge some of their thought processes. Or something. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to preach
You
to
can't
us.
change the minds of Wu-Tang Clan, bro.
Nigga, I know. They'll tell that to
A bunch of 15-year-old white
settlers. They see some niggas on the island. They're like, we need to bring them the word of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. Have you heard the good
These
news?
days scary enough to step their ass back.
Our people been
Ain't no, they
sleeping,
not scary.
but you got the American dream. You're sleeping with the American dream. You believe America will
What you
be
say?
great again.
What you say?
You believe America will be great again.
Young Klansman,
Go ahead.
look at your clothes.
But now is our salvation nearer than we believe. But now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You think there's no hope for blacks and Hispanics. You think there's no hope for the Native Americans. But guess what? Hope is coming. And Jesus Christ is not a white man. This ain't Jesus Christ. No, it doesn't matter. It does. The truth matters. This is a faggot child molester. This ain't Jesus the Christ. Jesus Christ be perfect. No, he's not perfect. This is
one of
if
the
you read
worst
the Bible, you'll see he's a man of God. Boom! And guess what?
Yeah, that was out of line.
Christ is coming back. Christ is coming back to kick y'all red asses. That's what Christ is coming.
Although they are from Kentucky, so half of them probably are
Christ
destined
is
to
coming
become
back to
Klansmen.
kick
There's
your
no
crackers'
grounds
asses.
for calling them young
Right.
Klansmen.
Listen to him because you might lose your scholarship. You might lose your scholarship.
Niggas. My
and
nigga
you
family.
Might be on the wall. You better get out, brother. All right, you better get out, brother.
So the chief might be like, all right, guys, that's enough of this shit.
You actually, you're even
he's trying
wrong
to-
on
yeah,
that.
he wants to-
You're
you
even
see that?
wrong on
I wanna know
that.
what he-
Saint Nicholas was a black man, but you don't know that.
Well, because he doesn't want to hear that Christ was a
People
faggot.
been
Ain't no, they
sleeping.
not scary.
But you got the American dream. You're sleeping with the American dream. You believe America will
What you
be
say?
great again.
What you say?
You believe America will be great again.
Young Klansman,
Go ahead.
look at your clothes.
Why'd you call his name Klansman? They look at your clothes.
But
They
now
don't
is
like
our
the word.
salvation nearer than when we believe. You think there's no hope for blacks and Hispanics. You think there's no hope for the Native Americans. But guess what? Hope is coming. And Jesus Christ is not a white man. This ain't Jesus Christ. No, it doesn't matter. It does. The truth matters. This is a faggot child molester. This ain't Jesus the Christ. Jesus Christ be perfect. No, he's not perfect. If you read the Bible, you'll see he's a man of God. Boom! And guess what? Christ is coming back. Christ is coming back to kick y'all red asses. That's what Christ is coming.
You're getting DT from me in multiple.
Christ is coming back to kick your crackers' asses. Right. Listen to him because you might lose your scholarship. You might lose your scholarship and you might be on the wall. You better get out, brother. All right, you better get out, brother. That's all I'm saying. You're even wrong on that. You're even wrong on that. Saint Nicholas was a black man, but you don't know that. You believe everybody is white. You gotta claim your claim your past, claim your truth.
Well, a lot of them got moved over to the white category when they started after the Council of Nicaea. Once they removed a bunch of books, they started with the art time of the time frame, and it converted a lot of black or African warlords and leaders into white nobles. And the thing is, like, during the early Catholic Church or the expansion, they actually had different priests and stuff who were of African descent. So they had like a couple like bishops and things that were actually black, which a lot of people don't even know about.
So that video is from Shar Yakat's Banya Man. Banya Mayan.
Yeah, I want to see the whole thing.
Joe Rogan's live.
Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at his Facebook right now. So he's a saint at Yahweh, at Guardians of 12 Shields of Yashar Allah. 12 Shields of Yashar Allah. What is that?
Don't know.
I don't know either. He's wearing, there's a picture of him wearing a t-shirt that says, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. And he's wearing a menorah as a pendant around his neck.
I like that.
Is that a Muslim thing?
I don't know.
I'm neither. He posted an article that says 2 young black men lynched in Oklahoma by 4 whites, and it's getting no media attention 17 hours ago. And he quoted Zechariah chapter 11, verses 3 of 5. There's a voice of howling of the shepherds, for the glory is spoiled. A voice of roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Thus says the Lord my God, feed the flocks of the slaughter, who possess slay them, and who holds themselves not guilty, and that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Interesting.
I don't think these guys are Muslims.
I don't know what they were. I would be interested.
They're confused. That's what they are.
I would definitely think they're awfully cultish, but
yeah, very much.
Hebrew Israelites from the nation's capital. Didn't even know such a thing existed.
Man, we were up to 20 viewers at one point.
I know. Extremists are extremists. Absolutely correct. And they're becoming a driving force on way too many sides and creating way too much divide on all sides. I'm not gonna be biased on that. Bullshit is bullshit, no matter how you look at it. Clark County Public Health now confirms 16 measles cases and 5 more suspected.
Damn.
It's up from 3 a week ago.
Yeah,
3 or 5.
That's a lot.
Parents are complaining that their non-vaccinated child must be out of school for 21 days. Well, look, parents. If you don't want to vaccinate your child, guess what's going to happen when there's some sort of outbreak? They're not going to be allowed to go to school. So complaining, I mean, you could have just taken your kid in and gotten a shot.
I think we should put all the non-vaccinated kids in one school together.
This is a study. Let's see what
Natural
happens.
selection. See what happens.
They're going to come out stronger and smarter.
Their immune systems will be so much more capable. They're all dead? Oh.
They're not going to have autism and ADHD.
I mean, autism's a bad thing to have, but death is worse, I think, so.
Well, I don't think immunizations cause autism either.
I think the science 100% certainly is out on that. It's kind of one of those things where it could be, but it's such a small percentage of people being affected. If we had a couple 100,000,
right,
but we saved millions or billions of lives per year, you gotta break some eggs.
I am
what I'm saying?
kind of mocking the anti-vaccinator.
Well, I've actually seen some research more recently that have actually kind of moved more in that direction, where it could actually have some things, because there are some pretty shitty chemicals in there, mercury and thorium and some weird things that could cause some potential, what's the word I'm looking for? Not deformities, but weird mutations or things to go awry.
I like mutations.
We got to mark our calendar. Saturday, August 17th, there's a 4th annual Portland Hot Sauce Expo. Yeah. Let's do that. Shawn doesn't want to go anywhere with me. He's going to be mad at me for like the next 2 weeks.
Really? Nigga, wings. You can let it go for wings, okay?
Heidi said it's the number of vaccines. I think there are way too many vaccines. But McConnell, what? McConnell's in the news right now?
For what?
McConnell to pair bills to reopen government with Trump's immigration plan.
Oh.
So mom posted this, and she said, how does this work? All budgetary bills have to originate in Congress, don't they? Unless McConnell is presenting the original package that was just passed by Congress, how is he getting around procedures? State of emergency, that's how.
Yeah.
Carefully.
I mean, at this point, he needs to declare a state of emergency because of...
Holy shit, no way.
People being hungry and without food.
What up, JD? Heidi said it's the number of vaccines. I only had about 20. Now people are needing 60 plus. Is that true?
I don't think it's 60. I thought it was up to 40. And that was your full life or your full course of like
I had like
all the relevant vaccines.
I think I've had 7 or 8.
Well, we got a lot less. When we
I
were
got
younger.
like 3.
I want to say I got like 15 or 16 over the course of my life.
I will say that I have not gotten a flu vaccine in as long as I can remember.
Yeah, because you get most of them when you're young. You get like whatever your...
Aren't you supposed to get a flu
measles,
vaccine
mumps,
annually?
rubella, like all that stuff, and then you get another one like 6 months after you're born or something like that to pretty much solidify it, and then you don't need them.
I just said look it up. Fuck, I got.
Yeah, I can't remember.
God, you're bossy.
All of it, but yeah, it's like a series of different things that you get when you're young, and then there's a couple as you get older that you need to take.
How many vaccines do kids get now?
40s, I think.
While kids do get more than vaccines than their parents did, that's only to protect them from now vaccine preventable diseases, pox shots before starting kindergarten, blah, blah, blah. Birth 8 through 18 years immunization scale. I'm not going to add all of the numbers for this shit.
Is it substantial?
It's the chart. So like birth to 15 months, the hepatitis B, the rotavirus, diphtheria, Haemophilus influenzae, pneumococcal conjugate, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to... It's just a chart of what they get.
It's a bunch. That's what I was saying. Like, you get a bunch right out the gate, which is why they were saying... The thing that I saw pretty much was saying that the schedule is too rapid, and getting that much of the different preservative chemicals in the baby's system when it hasn't developed its immune system to the fullest extent could be bad. And then also there may be differences in like African American kids versus Caucasian kids in the way that they received the shots, the way that their body breaks it down. And so one of the things pretty much was showing that African American kids are more susceptible to negative or adverse effects like autism and stuff, maybe up to 3 times higher than Caucasian kids.
72, yeah.
Yeah, wow, 72. I didn't think it was that high. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to think that that could be a potentiality. And with anything, if it even is a potentiality, I think we should explore it or, you know, give it a little credence.
So the article I found says, do kids really get 72 doses of vaccines? While kids do get more vaccines than their parents did, that's only because we have more vaccines available to protect them from now vaccine-preventable diseases. But a lot of those vaccines, I'm sure, cause a lot of other things too. It's just like any other medication. If you take this, and this is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, there was no such thing as a peanut allergy. Anyway, if you forgot to bring a lunch or didn't have lunch money, they gave you a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
I mean, I remember that too, but my little brother had a peanut allergy since he was a kid.
I can't think of a single person I knew my entire school career with any single peanut allergy.
My little brother was allergic to everything. Peanut butter, milk, metal.
Yeah, I never heard of anything like that. Kids today do routinely get 13 vaccines, including 5 doses of DTaP, 4 doses of IPV for polio, 3 or 4 doses of hepatitis B, 3 or 4 doses of HIV. The number of doses depends on the vaccine brand used. 4 doses of Prevnar, 2 or 3 doses of rotavirus. The number of doses depend on the vaccine brand being used. 2 doses of MMR, 2 doses of Varivax for chickenpox, 2 doses of hepatitis A, 1 dose of DTaP, 2 or 3 doses of HPV. The number of doses depend on the age you start the vaccine series. 2 doses of MCV4, meningococcal vaccine, and yearly influenza vaccines. Protection against 16 vaccine-preventable diseases, including diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, measles, mumps, rubella, polio, chickenpox, pneumococcal disease, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, meningococcal disease, HPV, rotavirus, HIV, and the flu. About 28 doses of those vaccines by age 2 years with yearly flu shots. About 35 doses of those vaccines by age 5 years with yearly flu shots. As few as 23 individual shots by age 5 years if your child is getting combination vaccines like Pediatrics or Pentacell and Kinrix or Quadricell and Proquad. Let's just. It sounds like they should be like racing apparatuses from a video game.
Yeah.
Pediatrics is going to pass Pentacell on the outside with Kinrix coming up quick. About 54 doses of those vaccines by age 18 years, with a third of that coming from yearly flu vaccines. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Hey, CJ, welcome back. Mom said, yes, there have always been peanut allergies. I remember a schoolmate that had a serious one, and I am one.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't personally remember anybody having it. And they sure are a lot more common now than they ever were. But a lot of that could have to do with the balance of different preservatives that are being used in our food today, too. Our bodies are so more susceptible and so less susceptible to things that they were 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, progress.
Right. Antibacterial soaps, you can thank for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Heidi, I used to wash my whole body with antibacterial soap. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was dating this girl.
That bitch was dirty.
Let me tell you, in 2000-ish. No, her kid came home with scabies.
Ooh.
And we didn't know it. There was no notification that the daycare had scabies, like 3-year-old, 4-year-old. No notification. So we ended up with scabies. So we were all itching and went to the doctor. We're like, dude, why are we itching? Did we change our laundry soap? What's going on? So went to the doctor, and we all had scabies. So after that, there was about a year that everything was antibacterial. Everything. Like I was a germaphobe, hardcore. Because I remember the nightmare. It was horrid.
Bad.
And then, I think there were some parents that actually ended up suing the daycare because their kids came home with it too, and somebody went back to the daycare and said, "Look, my whole family has scabies now because of your a kid at your daycare." Mm-hmm. And one of the daycare teachers said, "Yeah, we heard a rumor." So they knew about it, but they didn't
anybody.
Right, they didn't notify anybody. So there was a family that actually sued the daycare and got away with it. I would have, but it was an independent daycare, so I wouldn't have gotten much anyways.
Yeah.
Heidi said most of the diseases we vaccinate against are not deadly. Uncomfortable, but not deadly. Has anyone died from the measles yet? And not that I know of.
I did.
I thought the measles was
You died of
deadly.
the measles?
Yes.
How were you
Thought like the measles,
resurrected?
mumps, and rubella or whatever were all like pretty
With
serious.
Harry Potter's
I did
magic
too.
wand.
So in 2011, the WHO estimated that 158,000 deaths were caused by measles.
Yeah.
This is down from 630,000 deaths in 1990.
You forgot to turn the computer volume down for the music. Music's probably.
Oh, shit, my bad. I apologize. And Shawn, I'm sorry to you too. I know how much audio annoys you. That video clip was so fucking quiet, though. I had to turn it up.
Yeah.
So in 2011, the WHO estimated that 158,000 deaths were caused by measles. This is down from 630,000 deaths in 1990. As of 2013, measles remains the leading cause of vaccine-preventable deaths in the world. In developed countries, death occurs in 1 to 2 cases out of every 1,000, so 0.1 to 0.2%.
Which is still lower than I thought it was, but that's still a lot of people dying every year.
In this outbreak, I don't know because if it's 0.1 to 0.2%, and we've had 16 cases, that's like one kid's foot is dead. If you put everybody in a pictorial chart.
Mm-hmm.
Where are those measles? Probably all over their bodies. I mean,
I was wagering, man.
Can measles be fatal?
Yes, absolutely. Measles can be fatal. Bless you.
Thanks. Measles is a childhood infection caused by a virus, also called rubella. Measles can be serious and even fatal for small children. While death rates have been falling worldwide as more children receive the measles vaccine, the disease still kills more than 100,000 people a year, most under the age of 5. You have to compare apples. I don't understand what you're saying. So where are those measles? You have to compare apples to apples?
Oh, I think she's saying, like, is it in the third world or is it in a place with
Eating
good
too many
healthcare?
Twinkies can be fatal. That's why I don't eat Twinkies, because I want to live longer. Think that'll help?
Twinkies are delicious. No, they're really not.
I don't like them. I can't stand them. Dude, so because a garage has a slope to it in case the water heater floods, in case there's a flood, every garage has a slant. I feel myself rolling
slowly.
Like I keep having to scoot uphill. I want brakes on these.
Yeah, it needs like
or
a
carpet.
wheel lock.
Maybe I just need to get a big carpet for this room. Yeah, because I keep feeling I'm like, fuck. Fucking wheels.
Somebody should keep track of it and just watch them slowly on the camera.
Well, that's what I'm watching. I'm like, why do I keep moving over to the side? And I keep readjusting and overcorrecting, and now I'm just fucked. I don't care. Fuck it. Mom said measles can be carried. Does anyone fly? I don't.
I flap my arms really hard.
Spread your wings and fly. Oh me, oh my. Heidi with the sarcasm.
It's what she's known for.
Yep. But she don't care. You can kick me out. I don't care. Oh my Lanta. So Fox News aired an image of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'm just going to show the image.
Oh, here we go.
Because she, oh, how come I can't find a full size of it? Oh, maybe this will work. This is what Fox News posted today. When you see this, what do you think?
Judge Judy? Why is she so glistening, though?
What's the, selfie camera filters?
Why she got fucking gauges in?
Guys, when you see this, what do you think?
I don't know.
She's not dead.
Oh, she didn't die? Oh my God! No way! I thought she died.
She's not dead.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought that's what we were watching. I thought you were pretty much.
She died.
No, she's not dead. Oh, Fox News recently accidentally aired a tribute image for Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg that falsely implied that she had died. The graphic aired briefly during a Fox and Friends segment on Monday. It showed a photo of Ginsburg with the dates 1933 to 2019 in a style similar to what's used on screen after a person dies. The host apologized later in the show, saying it was the result of an error in the control room. We need to apologize, host Steve Duce said. A technical error in the control room triggered a graphic of Ruth Bader Ginsburg with a date on it. We don't want to make it seem anything other than that was a mistake. That was an accident. We believe she is still at home recovering from surgery. Big mistake. Co-host Ainsley Earhart echoed Ducey's statement. We apologize. Big mistake. The health of Ginsburg, who is 85, has been in the news for the past few months. In December, she had 2 cancerous growths removed from her left lung. The surgery meant that she missed arguments in the Supreme Court for the first time in more than 25 years. The Supreme Court announced on January 11th that Ginsburg's recovery was on track and that there was no evidence of remaining disease. Post-surgery evaluation indicates no evidence of remaining disease and no further treatment is required, court spokeswoman Kathleen Arberg said in a statement. But the court has repeatedly been drafting a list of potential replacements for Ginsburg. Ginsburg was also hospitalized in November when she broke 3 ribs in a fall.
What you're saying is that woman is alive and not dead.
But probably will be by the end of the year.
Yeah. They're planning her demise, apparently.
Well,
Heidi said she probably might be soon, so it could be accurate. Mom said, yes, she is 95 and has battled many health issues. Mom, she's 85.
Or do they have those ready for everybody, do you think? Or just old people ready to queue up? Like, nigga hit a date. We good.
I'm sure they just put it together. They had somebody
like 2
that said, "Hey,
seconds to
we
make
we need an honor slide." Yeah, we're gonna do an honor slide because we're hoping for a speedy recovery. So whoever put it together was like assuming that this is her last year as a Supreme Court justice, apparently, because she hasn't officially been counted out or retired yet, right?
Yeah. Let's hope that's what they were going for, and not that bitch is dead. Because I think somebody might have just made a boo-boo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously, they clearly apologized for it over and over and over. Now, what if she does pass away within the next month?
Then you don't got to change anything. You just
they're just gonna recirculate the same
we
image.
were right, guys. See,
See,
we're psychic.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'd probably go with another graphic, or at least change the background color slightly, or something.
Completely different picture.
Does she have big ass gauges in her ear like that though? Them with some fucking plates.
I don't think I think they were just flat earrings.
Oh, it's like the bitch got gauges.
I see where you're seeing that.
She got dinner plates on. She thinks she African descent or something. We gotta get one on the lip now.
Right.
She always wore big earrings. It does look like she has gauges.
Oh wow.
Here's another one for you.
Yeah, look at that. All right, Ruth. Your big ass gauges and shit. Alive and cracking.
Oh, looks like Mama Heidi might be going at it. Cat fight. Get her, Mom.
Uh-oh.
Heidi said, "What does she know about Hillary?" Mom said, "Probably about as much as you do, Heidi." Heidi said, "I'm still alive, though. I must not know much." Mom said she is also still alive. Heidi said, "Not for long, though."
Got her.
Are we talking about Clinton or Ginsburg?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, they both falling pretty rapid rates, hitting the ground.
But if you have a lot of money like they do, they can keep weaseling a few years out of themselves.
Manny Pacquiao's trying to chase
that's
down.
It. Please don't let me go yet. I'm not ready.
Pacquiao's trying to go at Floyd Mayweather for a rematch.
That makes sense. Trying to get that paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Floyd, stop spending all your money so you have to keep fighting.
You don't want to see him fight anymore?
He didn't spend all of it.
No, but still.
You don't want to see him fight anymore?
He's boring as hell to watch him fight.
Yeah,
he's so good. It's hard to get excited for most of his fights.
Well, he just fights so defensively.
Yeah. Like I said,
he dances around a lot.
That's why he's lasted this long and still is sharp of mind and body. You know, like
Mom just called Heidi a fascist. Fascist wishful thinking.
Mom, name calling.
Oh, Manny.
I'm gonna stay out of it.
I wouldn't pay to see any Manny Pacquiao fight or Floyd Mayweather fight, because I don't think either one of them are very exciting. I heard the fight the other day was not exciting.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I just watched highlights afterwards.
Didn't it go 12, the full 12? So it was a unanimous decision.
And what's his name was convinced that he actually won the fight for God knows what reason.
I
as he got pummeled.
I saw that interview, dude. That was garbage.
Do you really believe that you won? He's all, nigga, yeah. Do cheeseburgers have cheese on them? Then I believe I won. It's like, that analogy doesn't make any sense, sir. I know.
Guys, we have an update to a previous news story.
How hard did that nigga get hit? He can't even make analogies right. Let's go. What happened?
21 confirmed cases of measles, 4 suspected as Clark County outbreak grows.
Sweet.
Damn it, Heidi. I blame you. Why are you giving people measles? Go get your kids vaccinated and shit.
I like my measles.
Yeah.
I like my measles with salt and pepper. Properly seasoned.
Extra cheese.
Oh, my cheeseburger.
In a crunchy
Wait, I said
shell.
21 earlier, didn't I?
In a what?
In a crunchy shell.
Hey, Jackal. What up? Demonio Jackal is here. I said I heard cheeseburgers, LOL. What's up, guys? We don't have measles, Heidi says. There is measles running around Clark County, that's for sure.
Is this a measle?
I don't think they're running. They don't seem very fast. Only 1% of people it affects.
Shit, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't think we need to carry this on any longer.
Oh.
I want to go back to sleep.
Same. I only got like 2 hours left.
We don't have measles. Heidi said, and are they hamburgers? What's a hamburger?
Hamburger?
I'm so confused. I am so confused. Speaking of hamburgers, there's a cute meme that my mom posted. So we'll go to that, and then say our goodbyes.
Yeah. How much money did you win at the casino yesterday, Mom? All the monies? Oh, I shouldn't bring it up. Okay, I'll stop.
Wasn't the best day.
Okay.
Mom did better than me. But
Oh, you forgot to do an ad read.
That's really fucking good. Who fucking got that?
I don't know. My mom shared it.
Oh, that's fucking perfect. I totally forgot about it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Robinhood is giving away free stock to listeners of FunkShop TV. Just sign up and get a free share into companies like Apple, Ford, and Sprint. Say goodbye to trade commissions because trades on Robinhood do not have fees and when you buy and sell their stocks. Robinhood is a great place to start to learn how to buy and sell in the stock market. They even have guides and tools to help you along the way.
Correct, damn it.
Robinhood uses state-of-the-art security measures. Oh, there's a certain quota within the auto chat apparently. Robinhood uses state-of-the-art security measures when handling your information. Your sensitive personal information is fully encrypted and securely stored, so why not give Robinhood a try? Sign up with our link down below. If you're watching on Twitch, it's in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, it's right down there in the comments. Sign up for Robinhood, get your free stock. You do not have to set up any banking information until you're ready to withdraw some funds. Share the link with all of your friends, and every time one of your friends signs up, they get free stock, and so do you. So far, my free stock has gotten me about $90 in my Robinhood account, and that's without putting any money at all. $90 for free isn't a bad tip. It's not a bad tip. Mom said Trump tweeted hamburgers. Oh, he tweeted hamburgers. So that's why people are making fun of him with the hamburger thing. Oh, do you see his facial expression on this one, though?
A burger today. I'll give you.
He looked like he's crying.
Tomorrow.
That's cute. Oh, poor Twomp. Poor Twomp.
I mean, he felt so accomplished. Like, I spent
What's
$300 on burgers out of my own pocket. I did that. I'm
You did?
president.
Oh.
No, I'm saying
Bro,
him.
those burgers had to cost way more than $300.
Oh, for sure. Did you see the salads?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about salads at fast food
They're right in
restaurants,
front of
but
it right here, bro.
yeah, those are expensive.
Yes.
They're like $6 a piece.
At least 6 to 8 most places.
Now, imagine if Trump went into like a fast food joint personally to order that many. What do you think they would do?
Laugh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
They'd be like,
You'd be like, "Are you a impersonator? Get out of here."
We're gonna comp these, Mr. President.
Not. Would you believe his money was any good? No.
I mean,
show me that cash first. We ain't taking credit.
no, comp these. I mean,
No, I know.
You don't have to pay for them.
I know. I'm making him pay.
Okay.
I wouldn't comp shit, is what
Okay.
I'm saying. Especially during the government shutdown. Nigga, your money is
Yeah.
not good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see cash.
Yep.
Cash only.
Yep. We are not taking any of your credit cards, bro. We know better.
Sir, it's actually been declined.
He's using $100 bills.
Is this a federal card? Mm.
Scruffling through somebody to find that little bill marking thing so you can make sure that they're not counterfeit.
Look him dead in his face while you market it too.
Yeah. Yeah. If he does hand you a credit card, be like, I'm due to policy. I need to see some ID with that.
That'd be pretty
Be
great.
holding it up like, I need to call my manager. Can we get a manager at register 2, please? Manager at register 2. Somebody is attempting to use a fake ID. I repeat, fake ID. I would give him the runaround, bro.
That'd be so great too. Yeah, just because you come in here with some fake ass Secret Service niggas, you think you're getting free food? Not today.
Yes.
Oh, he'd hate me.
He'd hate me too. Well, I think for today that's it. That's all. Cheer us on. Give us some bits if you need to go get some bits so you can give us some bits to cheer with. You can click on the little diamond right there in the chat box. It'll pull up a menu that you can get bits. And when you click on get bits, you can Pull up a menu that gives you an option to get bits for free by watching ads. So go watch some ads, get some bits, use the bits, and tip them in our channel. We appreciate that. If you have Amazon Prime, make sure that you link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, and then you can subscribe to our channel for free, and it also helps us out. Anything to add? You're watching the Daily Funk Monday through Friday, 10 a.m.-ish. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
This should have been like the beginning of the podcast.
Huh?
It usually is done at the beginning and the end, but yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday. I'll be bright and cheery tomorrow.
Doubt it.
No, I will. I will. I promise. I think I slept too much last night. That's part of my problem.
Fuck, I wish.
No, I didn't sleep well. I tossed and turned because I thought somebody was breaking into my house all night.
That's fucking shitty.
I'm glad you put the black one on top.
Me too.
Because it actually looks like, because it looks like a hat, dude. That's why.
That's not what I was thinking.
That's, well, I'm sure.
Black on top.
Sure.
First time in history.
So on that, I got to go find somebody to raid. Any preferences on any raiders today?
Somebody who is in favor of social justice, okay? Somebody who cares about the betterment of the children. Go find a nigga. It's MLK Day. Right?
Do they have Twitches?
Well, you got a big, colorful dick in front of you, Shawn.
Oh, what'd you do that for? I was just going to
give you a close-up of dick.
I gotta go find somebody to raid. Stick around. Make sure that you put when we go raid. Jesus, you all right, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have put the camera on you, dude.
Yeah, what's the black guy doing?
What the hell?
Having a seizure? Oh my god.
And now that we're like, my brother made this table fantastic, but I still think that we need to reinforce it a little bit somehow, some
I
way.
really like this table. It's working really well.
Yeah, it's just rocking back and forth a little bit. Stick around when we go raid somebody's channel. Make sure that you stick around just so you can stop by and chat and say, hey, we're here with the raid. We're here with the raid. What are we going to raid today? Tipsy Twister. 3.7 thousand views right now for a chick that's playing Twister while she's intoxicated.
That should be good.
Say, why don't we do that?
I'm not.
Sexy Twister. Strip Twister. You get all the views, right?
Twitch Twister.
This is ridiculous. Oh, why am I seeing Russian stuff? I don't want to see no Russian stuff.
Racist.
No, I just don't want. I don't want to go racing anybody that's not speaking English. You can call me racist if you want, but I don't understand what they're saying, so I don't want to watch it.
So
okay.
That's racist.
Okay.
All right.
What's the matter?
I'm gonna remember to bring a charger tomorrow. I normally bring it every day.
Here's a guy that's shirtless,
I
sitting
didn't
in
bring a cord either. I had my thing sitting, the fully charged like little pack that's like that size or whatever.
Yeah.
I normally bring and just plug it into. But I totally left it like sitting right on my fucking desk. I need to start doing the thing I do before the gym where I stack everything on top of each other so I can't forget it.
Yeah.
'Cause I always forget something if I don't do it like that. It's like, damn, what did I forget this time? Armband, fucking headphones, shoes. How do you forget shoes going to the gym? How? I just wear them now, so I don't do that because it's like, why switch shoes? Just wear your gym shoes.
To the gym.
Yeah, I was reluctant because I got the free runs or whatever, and so I didn't want to like get rocks and debris from outside. They're supposed to be gym shoes only, but it's like they're not wrestling shoes. It's not like you only can wear them on the mat kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I mean, you can wear wrestling shoes outside if you want.
I used to actually run in wrestling shoes outside because when I would run on the ground, I wanted to try to absorb as much as I could on the balls of my feet because I already had a condition called turf toe. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. So I needed to like work on the balls of my feet more often, and so they made me start running in wrestling shoes. So I had shoes pretty much for outside and on the track, and then shoes for inside the wrestling room to not like because mat disease is like a huge problem.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, any kind of other contaminants, like we already have body fluids and blood and poop and sweat and all these things that are getting into people's cuts and mouths and eyes and stuff. And so it's like we don't need any extra like germs or particulates. So
Powerlifters often use wrestling shoes to deadlift in.
they're great. They grip so well, and then the fact that you can feel the arches of your feet and you have that flexibility and movement.
The problem with them for some people who deadlift sumo stance, depending on how their foot placement is, the sides aren't strong enough.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the
because they're wide. Yeah, and they'll literally push out from rip the shoe in half.
Yeah,
if they have a really wide stance.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like squat shoes.
You didn't go with the super wide stance, right? You didn't have to.
Later in my career, I did pretty wide, but I point my toes outwards a little bit, so I still wore wrestling shoes.
Yeah,
but like when I early on, I deadlifted conventional, so wrestling actually when I first started deadlifting, I was wearing boots to raise my heel. To help me sit deeper in the bottom easier, because like if you raise your knee up, it lowers your hip.
Yeah,
but it creates it's more length you have to pull though. So it's kind of good.
But I can see how that'd be helpful. Actually, like having yourself kind of like almost tilted forward a little bit because your heels are raised.
I'd squat in boots for a long time. They actually make squat shoes with raised heels. They have the heel part is actually wood.
Yeah.
So
there's no give for it.
Yeah, it's just like solid wood basically. So you're literally squatting with your heels on wood and some padding. But yeah, they have different shoes for every event in powerlifting, and depending on your style, like your foot, Reebok even made powerlifting shoes for a while. I don't know if they still do, but.
Sure.
Well, it wasn't until just recently,
oh really?
7 years ago maybe, when you saw Bigger, Faster, Stronger, right? Mm-hmm. So Mark Bell, who's in that, he
all right, I got somebody. We're out of here. Adios. See you tomorrow.
Teamed up with Reebok to make power. Good morning, YouTube, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Good news, we're doing a weekly giveaway on our YouTube channel for Amazon gift cards. All you gotta do to enter is like the video, give us a subscribe, and comment below. The more comments you give us on the weekly videos for that week, we go Monday through Sunday, the more chances you have being entered, basically. So I'm going to go through whatever the most creative content is as far as your comments go, and I'll pick a winner, and I'll send you a gift card. It's pretty simple. Free money. Who likes free money? I know I do. Subscribe. Have a good day.